From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is Roz and Mocha.
it's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Roz. Mocha. Roz. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Okay, so we got a text. Person didn't leave their name. Totally fine. But it reads this. OMG, guys. Go to walmart.ca. Choose clothing. Choose men's clothing. Choose outerwear. Choose coats and parkas. And then scroll down a bit.
Okay.
So I did that.
Okay.
So I went through all the steps.
All right.
I'm going to start scrolling on my computer.
Okay.
And then when you see it,
Yeah. Okay,
you'll
so
know.
right now what I'm looking at is the Walmart website. I'm looking at a bunch of parkas. Okay.
Ready for me to start scrolling?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. It's a good looking jacket right there. Okay. Hold on. Oh, wow. Men's jockstrap brief bikini pouch. And it's a picture of a guy wearing like bikini briefs, but his hand is right down the front of it, like jammed right down there.
Also,
That's not a parka.
Also not available. Sold out.
Oh, sold out. Not sold online, not sold in stores.
How did that make it
So-
into the coats and parkas section of Walmart.ca?
Okay, so hold on here. If you're in the coats and parkas section at Walmart.ca and you get to the picture of like a ripped guy with a white G-string with his hand jammed down the front of it, and if it's not sold online and it's not sold in stores, it is only there to turn you on. What other reason would it be there? It's only there to turn you on.
So again, if you want proof for yourself, Walmart.ca, choose
Excuse
clothing,
me.
choose men's, choose outerwear, choose coats and parkas, and then scroll down a bit. But there it is.
Excuse me.
Black Friday deal for real.
Wow, hello. You know what I'm saying?
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Podcast.
Cyber Monday, y'all.
Is that what it is, huh?
Sure is.
Does that exist this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
According to all the emails I get
I know, it's crazy.
from literally everywhere.
I still don't have a lot of motivation to shop and all that stuff.
I know. I started over the summertime, started going through and unsubscribing from all the places that send me emails.
Oh, you did, huh?
Yeah.
That's too much
I can't-
work.
No, you know why? Because my inbox was getting flooded every single day.
Yeah.
And it was just tough to manage. So I started unsubscribing, except for like maybe 3 or 4 that I get now.
Roxy looked at my phone. My phone was just open the other day, and she looked at it and was horrified.
Why?
Well, because she has her phone, right? And she gets messages from like her friends and stuff like this in school and whatever else. And she checks them, and then she has 0 messages in her inbox. And my phone was sitting on the table, unlocked, and she looked at it. And in one mailbox, I have 693 unopened messages.
Yeah.
In another inbox, I have 14,449 unopened messages.
Oh, my God.
And then in another inbox,
14,000?
And then in another inbox, I have 33,218 unopened messages.
Jeez.
And she's like, Dad, you got to check your email.
Yeah. I could tell you right now. You got to check your email.
I know.
Why do you have so many unread messages?
Well, because it's exactly that. I have one email address that I use exclusively for just signing up to things. Anything that asks me for my email address,
That's
I
like
use
56,000 emails you have.
Yeah.
Unread.
Yes. Yeah. I don't like it.
I don't know. I tried deleting it.
I don't know. It bothers me. I don't know. I wish I could just open them all at once, select all, and it's too much work. They make it too much work to do that.
I mean, you can do exactly that.
But the numbers don't bother me. They seem to bother everybody else. Like when somebody else looks at my phone and they see 33,000 unread emails, it bothers them, right? And
because I think we all just assume that they're emails from people you know,
right?
Not from subscriptions that
Well,
you
exactly. People think there's one from them in there.
Exactly.
Right? Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. People think
Did you
there's
get my
one.
email from August of 2017?
People think there's one from them in there. But no, but I have that, and I'm like you. So instead of unsubscribing, what I have just always done was I just sign up with this one particular email address to get the account. That's where all the spam goes. That's where everything else goes. And then I never dip into it. I never, like,
But don't you get the notification, like for Gmail, for example? Like I got one today that said that you're out of storage. You won't be able to receive or send emails anymore. So then I go through and I just start deleting stuff.
No, man. I would much rather pay the whatever it is a month to get like the unlimited 19 terabyte storage plan.
Oh my God. That's such a waste of money though.
Is it though?
Yes.
No, because this is my philosophy when it comes to this. What is more important, okay? My time or my money? My time is more important. So if you said to me, do you want to take an hour today and start going through your inbox, or do you want to pay $6 this month to not have to do that? I'm going to pay $6. Absolutely, I'm going to pay $6.
That 1 hour, right?
To do other great things.
Let me finish. You can use that 1 hour, as you've said many times, that you just sit on the toilet doing nothing.
I hold on. I never said nothing. I said I sit on the toilet doing a very important business.
Right.
Okay.
You can sit on the toilet for 1 hour.
Yes, sir.
And go through your phone and start clearing out those emails.
No. That is a waste of time. It's an absolute waste of time.
So, in other words, you're going to sign up for another Gmail today, right?
Absolutely.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
So you're going to buy Drake's new collection, his Nocta collection?
I need to see what it looks like.
Go to his Insta. He's got a picture of him. He's wearing one of the jackets.
Oh, the orange one? I saw that last night.
Yeah, the yellow one.
I mean, it depends. There's a lot of stuff that Drake releases various brands, products through his various brands that I've tried to purchase in the past, but they sell out so quickly.
I know. So Nocta is a
I tried to get one of those candles, huh?
sub-label. Oh, the one that smells like, what does it smell like?
Like Drake.
Oh, like Drake.
$80. Sold out immediately.
Yeah, of course it is. So Nocta is a Nike sub-label that Drake started. And I guess they've been working on it for like 2 years. It's jackets, tracksuits, and gloves. And he calls it an exciting new chapter in his life. He said that this moment is full circle for me. He went on to say, I mean, growing up, Nike was everything. I felt like every shoe I wanted, every athlete I liked, everything I owned was Nike. I didn't mean anything. It didn't mean anything unless it had a swoosh.
Ooh.
He goes on to say, excuse me, Nocta is about creating something for people on the move. People who want function, comfortable fits that are adaptable from one environment to the next.
Hey, Drake, that's me.
Yeah, is that you?
If you're sending out those promo packages to people,
Yeah.
add my name, bro.
If you could just live in a tracksuit all the time, would you?
Ooh, good question.
I'm wondering when I'm going to get to that point. Because right now all my clothes are tight.
Yeah.
And I know I'm going to get sick of it. I know I'm gonna have my tracksuit years. And I'm already deciding, like trying to decide on what style and fit of tracksuit I'm gonna go with.
Well, you can get like fitted tracksuits.
But do I want fitted tracksuits though? Everything else I wear is super tight. Everything I wear is super tight.
So you think you're going to explore the world of loose fitting clothes?
I might get to that point.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is not the Roz I know.
I'll tell you, Catherine bought me a like coveralls. You know what I mean? Like it's like a onesie.
Yeah.
Right? It's like a big giant onesie to just like do stuff in, like working and whatever else. But it's too fashionable to get it dirty.
Okay.
And it's the most comfortable thing ever. It's literally just a one-piece white nothing. Like it's it's just a one-piece white sort of jumpsuit.
Yeah.
With like, you're supposed to wear it over your clothes. I wear it as clothes because the pockets on the sides are just holes. So you're supposed to be able to put your hands in the pockets on your sides to access the pockets on the pants that you're wearing underneath your coveralls. But when I wear it, it's you put your hands in the pockets and you just feel undies.
Yeah. I was going to say access to your legs.
Well, and access to my legs. And let me tell you, they're big pockets. You could get 2 hands in each one. But I'm wondering.
For what purpose? That's your own business.
Thank you.
But you're wondering when?
I'm wondering when. Because I feel it coming. Like I really do. I'm
Here's
almost
what
there.
I think you need to buy a few pieces
Yeah.
and start experimenting on the weekends.
Right. Now, is it still cool? Because here's there's things that I don't want to give up. Okay. Like if I'm in my tracksuit years,
Yeah.
I don't want to have to give up leather jackets.
Why can't you wear a leather jacket on top of your tracksuit?
This is what I'm asking. I don't know.
You know
That's
who
why.
lives in a
I don't
tracksuit
know.
all the time?
Who's that?
Elton John.
Yeah, see, I want to be Elton John.
Test it out on the weekends.
Yes.
I think you would look really cool in a velvet one.
Hey, shut up. Now you're trolling me. Don't even.
I'm not. I
I'm
swear.
done.
I promise.
I'm done.
Can you please buy a
I
velvet
know the
one?
look on your face when you're trolling me.
No, I promise you I'm not.
No,
I think
I'm
you're going to
done.
look super cool.
No, I'm fine. I'm done. It's me and Elton. That's it. Thanks, man.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello, Roz Mocha. Who's this?
Hey, it's Mike. How's it going, guys?
Good, buddy. What's going on with you?
Oh, not too much. Hey, I just wanted to touch on that the whole tracksuit subject real quick.
Oh, yeah.
And
God's sake.
no, they're super comfy. But the question is, would you go with a zip-up hoodie or a pullover hoodie?
No, zip up. 100% zip up.
See, you have to wear a shirt under that, though.
Says who?
Okay, fair enough. You gotta let those. You gotta let the man grass hang out. So, me personally, I'd go with the pullover because I like that full pull through pocket.
Yeah.
But what would we call Roz though if he was a tracksuit guy?
Like exclusively tracksuits? Like he made the switch?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
Why do I need a new name?
Well, because everybody needs a nickname, so he'd have to be the smooth loose dude.
Shut up, man.
Instead of smooth, cool dude.
No.
Smooth, loose.
Please,
I
please,
love it. I
please.
love it.
No.
But loose is cool, so it's still smooth cool.
No. Very few things in life that are loose does anybody care about.
That's what she said.
Thanks, Mike.
Have a good one, guys.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Welcome to it. He's Roz. I'm Mocha. So glad to be here with you. If you don't know, outside of doing this radio show, Roz has another job. Immediately after this, he works over at ET Canada.
True.
Weeknights on Global, right across the country. Go support my boy.
What are you
Show love
getting
to
at
Bay.
right now? What are you doing?
What I'm trying to say is that we do the radio show
Yes.
for, 4 or 5 hours,
Yes.
and then you have another full day,
I do.
8-9 hour days.
2 shows.
And you're a busy guy, very busy, which is why I avoid sending you texts, emails, anything that I don't need like immediate attention.
Gotcha.
Leave you
Yes.
alone, right?
Right. Which I appreciate.
Yeah, Maurie on the other hand
Oh my God, I know what you're doing.
does the complete opposite of what I do. When I know that you're busy doing TV show stuff,
Yes.
rather than leave you alone, he continuously calls and calls and calls and calls. But it's not for any real reason other than straight up nonsense.
Right.
And sometimes you know, sometimes you don't. But he records all the
And
conversations.
he knows my schedule too. Like he calls me at my worst moments.
But this is a prime example of a busy day where he is continuously calling you. You answer, and then you're like, bro, like, give me a minute to breathe. And again, all in the sake of straight up nonsense.
Hey, I'm not around. Leave a message.
Like he's the one that's annoyed.
I know. Yeah.
Right?
Hey, I'm not around.
Right?
Honestly.
Like, take a hint. The guy's busy.
I know, right?
Yo,
There he is, Miss America. What's going on?
can I call you back in 2 minutes?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, parumpa-pum-pum.
Pum. Give me 2 minutes.
Do you pinky swear?
Oh. Right? Busy.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yo,
Hey, how are you?
good.
Awesome. Okay, so I've been doing some thinking.
Okay.
We have to start figuring out what we're doing for gifts for each other for Christmas.
Oh my God.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, we have to discuss it. I think it's important for us to think outside the box. It's been an interesting year, and I think that we have to sort of do a list for each other. But I thought the fun thing to do would to do virtual, not reality, virtual gifts for each other.
What is it? Say that again?
Like virtually virtual, like not real.
Like virtually virtual?
Keep in mind, still buy what you ever were going to buy from me, but I thought it'd be fun if we also did virtual gifts. Like if I bought for you the cottage of the future.
Okay, what does that mean?
You know, like where pigeons poop and it turns into food or something. I don't know.
Okay, you just bought me pigeon as a snack.
Or like, I don't know, like a car that runs on human pee.
Okay.
Virtual.
So, okay, first of all, I don't want your pee.
And you can get me like something awesome, like just naming something off the top of my head. If you were to get me an Andy Warhol painting.
Oh, God.
So, okay, hold on here. Let me just get this straight. You're going to give me pigeon and human piss, and you want a Warhol.
No bad ideas in brainstorming.
Everything about you is a bad idea.
Well, okay, do you want to just tell me what you're going to get me?
I'm not getting you anything.
What?
Oh, God, don't do this.
I got you like the cottage of the future.
No, you didn't. You didn't. You bought me pigeon chips.
Look, I could look through this magazine in front of me right now, and oh my God, look, apple trees. I could get you virtual apple trees.
Great. That's awesome. Thank you.
Okay, anyway, this was just the idea. We don't have to come up with our virtual ideas right now. I was thinking this is something we could do. I'll call you like in a few days kind of thing.
So wait a second. Your virtual idea was a virtual idea?
Well, yeah. Like we're virtually brainstorming.
Okay, no, we're actually brainstorming.
Okay, now we're going to sing.
And I'm actually hanging out.
And they told me pa-rum-pa-pum.
Did you just say, and they told me, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum? And they told me, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum.
It was a virtual version.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
podcast.
I would like to play this new song for you.
Oh, okay.
In its entirety, but we cannot play it in its entirety.
We got time.
Because it's 9 hours and 58 minutes long.
Oh, we ain't got that. Ain't nobody got time for that. How many hours?
9 hours and 58 minutes long.
No, thank you.
It is the 179 days of Christmas. So
what?
We got to 79 days of Christmas. So you know the 12 days of Christmas?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, but because the way you sing the song, you go 1 and then you go 2 and then you go back to 1 and then you go 1, 2, 3 and then back to you do the recap. So Joran Kull and AJ Ing, the song's available on iTunes, by the way. Is it really? They put a 9-hour song on iTunes?
How's that even allowed?
Is that even allowed?
Also, there's not 197 days of Christmas.
Well, listen, man, it's COVID. What are you going to do? Right?
Oh, true.
So they did the 179 days of Christmas. So it starts off like totally normal.
Hey, kids, are you ready for Christmas? I can't hear you. I said, are you ready for Christmas? Well, here we go. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree.
Right, totally normal.
Yeah.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
Okay.
On the third day of Christmas,
We all know it, right?
Yeah.
Love it. What's up, Maury?
So on iTunes, they separate it by every 20th day.
Oh, so it's split.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh my
God. Yeah, it's like back in the day when you got a movie on VHS that was 3 hours and it came in 2 VHSs. Right?
Hour and a half.
Okay.
So if you want to enjoy this song off iTunes, you got to buy the entire series?
Yeah, it's 9 hours and 58 minutes long. It's 10 hours long, basically.
Gosh.
Okay, so do you want to dip down to check out what 179 was like? Or what do you want to do here? Because we got a lot of parts of this song.
I guess.
And you got to
on the
figure
179th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 179 most dust rolls, 178 stocking stuffers, 177 essentials by the seashore, 176 treats for Costco, 175 people who think they're waiting for the subway, 174 observe you, 173 tickets to the air show, 172 financial advisors, 171 trips to Coney Island, 170 people with the podcast, 169 168 wheels on the
What the heck?
Daily snake bites. 165 keys to the city. 164 degrees of separation. 163 chickens with their heads cut off. 162 Angelina Jamestown, 160 parades for on holidays, 159 specials.
Okay, yo, we ain't got time. We ain't got time.
Okay, dip into a different part then. Dip into a different part.
Goodness.
10 lords a leaping, 9 ladies dancing.
Oh, so then we get to the actual.
Go back to the middle. Go back to the middle.
Oh, go somewhere in the middle?
Go
Okay.
back to the middle.
The 91st day of Christmas,
91st.
my true love gave to me. 91 Walmart shoppers, 90 rowdy housewives, 89 ideas, 88 clouds of vapor, 87 find it, 86 Sunday drivers, 85 lazy millennials, 84 greasy barbers.
Okay.
84. They ran like. At what point do you have to 84 greasy barbers?
Yeah. When you just start running out of ideas.
So anyway, so that's a song. It's the 179 Days of Christmas. It's available in multiple parts on iTunes. It's Joran Kull and AJ Ing from Toronto. And it, again, is 9 hours and 58 minutes long.
Oh, perfect for Christmas Day.
Yes.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I never
Love
brought my
that.
sunglasses.
Huh?
I didn't bring my sunglasses today.
Oh. You want mine?
No.
Oh.
You want to borrow my glasses?
What, your regular glasses, Maury? Why do I want your regular glasses? First of all, they're greasy.
Yeah, always.
Everything you have is greasy.
No, there's just a smudge.
No, everything you touch, like if your phone and everything that you hand to anybody always feels wet.
Well, it's because I gnaw on my baby finger.
No, it's not. It's because you're just, I don't know. I don't know. You know, some people are just moist.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're
That's
just
you. That's more
You're
all
just
the
a
time.
moist guy. Like you're moist all the time.
Could be worse.
Then what?
Moist.
No, there's nothing worse than moist.
What's worse?
Who wants to go through life like that?
Like, I guess hot moist would be worse.
No, but you're not hot. You're cold and moist, which is weird.
Okay, what's
Right.
worse? Hot and moist or cold and moist?
No, hot moist would be worse.
No. Okay, hold on here. Hold on. If we're going to take this seriously, shush. If we're going to take this seriously, okay, we have to, if you're going to ask what's worse. So are you talking about what is worse for the individual? Like you're saying, would I rather be hot and moist or cold and moist? Or are you talking about, say, somebody living with somebody? Would you rather live with somebody who is hot and
you're
moist or
missing
cold
one.
and moist?
No, would you rather touch hot and
That's
moist?
what I mean. That's the person. That's the other person.
Yeah, no, that.
I say the other person.
Yeah.
I'd say the other person.
So if you had to live with somebody who was moist,
because
would you
presumably
rather
the
them
person
be
like Maury who's hot and moist or cold and moist,
Yeah.
just moist all the time.
Right.
He's already used to it.
right? Yes. So if you had to live with somebody who was moist,
I think hot and moist.
you think hot and moist is worse than cold and moist?
1,000%. Well, it's like, okay, would you rather
See, 'cause
hold
for
cold
me-
chicken or hot chicken?
No, because for me, I'll tell you this, right? Like hot and moist just sort of would remind me of summer. You know, because like there are times when I'll hug Catherine and we've both been outside and we're a little sweaty and you hug him and it actually feels kind of nice, right?
Yeah.
I think it reminds you of summer. I think that if you touch somebody who was cold but also wet, to me, that's something I couldn't tolerate.
Okay, no, it's kind of like feeling a dead hand or an alive hand.
Yeah, and I would rather feel an alive hand, Maury. Listen to this guy fighting for the side of dead. Would you rather crawl into bed with somebody who felt alive or dead? Oh, dead. Absolutely dead. 100% dead.
Anyway, so you forgot your glasses.
Yeah, thank you.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Alicia Keys is doing a masterclass.
God, people love those things, huh? I see them advertised everywhere.
Songwriting and producing. Usher has one there. Remember Sheila E. from back in the day?
Yeah.
She's got one on there. I know Deadmau5 did one.
And all the chefs and screenwriters and Steve Martin did one.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. Christina Aguilera did one where it says teaching singing. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, I know.
Right? If you're going to learn to sing, you're going to learn from Christina Aguilera.
Yeah, no, it's incredible.
Timberland has one there where he teaches producing and beat making. So the Alicia Keys one is being talked about so much right now, especially this one clip that I'm going to play for you where she's talking through, and I believe this is the first time it was released, the a cappella version of her song Fallen. This beautiful song from 2001. And I remember when this song came out, man, people freaked out because
so
she was
good.
20 at the time of the track was released. She wrote it, produced it, pianos, everything. So talented. Hit number 1 on Billboard almost immediately. She won 3 Grammy Awards for this song, including Song of the Year.
And then what'd she do? She pulled the vocal track?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is from Alicia Keys' masterclass.
So we're going to play it just the vocals, the second verse of Fallen, so I could talk you through it.
Loving you, never felt this way.
So I was saying this is that vocal.
How do you give me so much pleasure and cause
on
me
tape.
so much pain?
A lot of times I will answer myself while I'm singing. It's like energy.
I'm taking more than would a fool.
I picture like a rapper doing his ad-libs, or her ad-libs. That's my little ad-libs.
Back in love with you.
So small harmonies.
I keep on falling in and out.
So that's all me, all my stacks.
With you.
On that love, I started bringing those additional background voices. That's the first time you're introduced to them.
So good, dude.
Right?
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's incredible.
God, what a voice.
Yeah.
And again, she was 20 years old when she dropped that song.
That's crazy. God, so talented.
She was signed when she was 15 to a
Is that
record
how
deal.
old she was when she was
She was
signed?
15 when she signed her
Really, huh?
first record deal, and then, I don't know, politics behind the scenes prevented her from releasing any music. And then at 20 years old, she dropped Fallen, which to this day still bangs.
That's incredible, man. It's so, and when you listen to it like that,
Yeah.
you
Just like completely raw?
It's so you look at this, you look at everything differently. Like you listen to the song differently now.
Yeah. Talented. That's Alicia Keys as part of her masterclass that's out right now.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello?
Hi, is this Maddie?
Yeah?
Maddie, it's Roz and Mocha.
Oh my gosh.
What's going on, girl?
Not much. My sister's here. Hi.
Hi. So, Maddie, we got a text from Ben that said, hey, Roz, Mocha, and Damnit Maurie, my best friend is moving away. We're both 13 years old and really, really love your show. I was wondering if you can give her a call today as it's the day that she's moving. I know it would mean the world to her. Thanks so much. So, Maddie, where are you moving to? And why are you leaving Ben behind?
We're moving to Coburg.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's beautiful out there.
Yeah.
How come you guys are moving?
I don't know. Our parents want to move.
Yeah.
We don't want to move very much.
Yeah, you don't sound too thrilled.
No.
It's Coburg is very, you guys are still close together.
Yeah.
Once everything's back up and running, you jump on the Via and you're back and forth in an hour. You guys can still hang.
Yeah.
Now, are you in school? Like, are you doing virtual learning or are you like in an actual school, like in the building?
I'm in an actual school.
Oh,
right
okay.
now.
So you're going to have to switch then?
Yeah.
So when's your first day at the new school?
We're not sure. We think it might be like next week.
Oh, okay.
Like we'll have a week just like settle in, but I think
Yeah.
next week we might go.
Yeah. What are you going to miss the most, do you think?
All my friends in the school.
But you're gonna make new friends though, Maddie. You'll be good.
Yeah.
Moving is tough, but I've done it a lot in my life, and I'll tell you, it can sometimes be pretty awesome.
Yeah. It's not that far.
No, it's not
you'll be
far.
good.
It's not far at all. Maury, what is it?
Well, Matt.
Well, I feel as though she needs a joke.
Okay, would you like to hear a joke from Damnit Maurie?
Sure.
Okay, there we go.
What game do you get when you are moving houses?
What game do you get when you're moving houses?
Keep in mind, Damnit Maurie,
I don't
she's
know.
very sad. So let's try not to make her even more sad about moving.
What game do you get when you are moving houses?
What game do you get when you're moving houses? I don't know. What game do you get when you're moving houses?
Pac-Man.
There's nothing hurts more than a
I know.
13-year-old's disinterested laugh. Nothing cuts deeper than that.
Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Well, Maddie, thank you very much for the time that you've been spending with us on the Roz and Mocha Show. There are still multiple ways for you to listen to the show. You can still listen on the radio. You can still listen through the podcast. But much love to you and your family. Hope everything goes well with your big move. And shout out to your best friend, Ben, who asked us to get in contact with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The song always makes me happy. There is an episode anniversary that we got to celebrate today, Roz.
You're so funny with The Office, man. You celebrate like specific, like what is the anniversary like of when it aired?
Yeah.
Is it significant? Like, is it like a big, like a 10-year anniversary? Or
No, it's 14.
14? Who celebrates a 14-year anniversary?
I do, because it's
one episode. It's not even the debut of that show.
I know. You know
it's
what, though?
one specific episode of that show.
It is one of the most popular episodes in the entire series.
Okay.
Which is why I feel it's very important to celebrate.
Okay.
Season 3, episode 9. Simply labeled The Convict.
The Convict?
The staff at Dunder Mifflin find out that one of the employees from another branch, who the Scranton branch absorbed, was in prison for insider trading. And they kept pressing him on his time in prison.
Okay.
And he was like, yo, it wasn't that bad. He told everyone, like, we had outdoor time.
Yeah.
I took art classes. It was, like, decent. And then Pam said that prison sounded better than working at Dunder Mifflin.
Right.
And Michael got pissed. And then the famous scene when they're all in the boardroom.
All right, everybody, there has been a lot of name calling against our office today. Corporate maligning, slurring, much of it coming from one of you who claims that prison is better than here. And none of us can say boo, because none of us have ever been to prison. Well, there's somebody I'd like you to meet. Somebody else who has been to prison, who can tell you what it is really like. I'm Prison Mike.
Okay.
So he takes a blue bandana and ties it around.
Is this the do-rag episode? Yeah?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
You know why they call me Prison Mike?
Do you really expect us to believe you're somebody else?
Do you really expect me to not push you up against the wall? All right, hey, that's just the way we talk in the clink. Been a lot of fun talk about prison today, but I am here to scare you straight. I am here to scare you straight!
Some of the stuff in this episode, especially in the dialogue of this one scene, is so out there that it would never be able to air on network television today with what he was saying and the way he was saying it to people.
In prison, you are somebody's Oh, and you, my friend, would be the belle of the ball. Don't drop the soap. Don't drop the soap.
Michael, please. Where did you learn all of this?
Internet.
Come on, man.
That is what made Michael Scott so great. That is what made that character so great. Is just all of that.
Everything, right?
Prison Mike, what was the food like in prison?
Gruel. Sandwiches. Gruel omelets. Nothing but gruel. Plus, you can eat your own ham.
Like, how can we not celebrate this episode,
So tell me again, what season, what episode?
This is season 3, episode 9 of The Office. It's the 14-year anniversary of when the episode first aired, called The Convict.
Prison Mike, what's the very, very worst thing about prison?
Don't encourage him, Dwight.
The worst thing about prison was the Dementors. They were flying all over the place, and they were scary, and then they come down and they suck the soul out of your body, and it hurt!
Dementors like in Harry Potter?
No, not Harry Potter.
Like, so many classic lines, man.
I hope that this scared you. And from me, Prison Mike, to you, I just want to thank you for listening to me and letting me be a part of your life today. Because you got a good life.
Come on, dude.
Oh, it is a classic. No, you're right.
Aren't you glad we celebrated
yes.
the 14-year anniversary of the Convict episode from The Office?
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, Maury, come in here for a second. I need you to creep people out.
Do I need my glasses?
To creep people out? No, you don't need your glasses. So they released some, I don't even know. And I don't know where this comes from. I don't know who they talk to.
Great research.
Thanks. But it's about pickup lines.
Okay.
And whether they actually work or not. Because I've often thought, as cheesy and awful and everything else as pickup lines are, I know people that they've worked on.
Oh.
And
it's worked with me.
They say 1 in 3 people say that, yes, a cheesy pickup line has actually worked on them before.
Is my favorite on the list.
Hold on. I'm going to give you Maury, because anytime Maury tries to be, I don't even know, like seductive or anything like that, he just winds up coming off.
I have one in the top of my head.
Incredibly creepy. I'm going to give you some from this list, Maury, and then you just repeat them back in a way that you feel would work. So feel free to look at Mocha as if you're trying to pick
Why
up
me?
Mocha. Yeah,
because dreams come true, baby.
Okay. Okay, so Maury, here's your pickup line number 1. My name is Microsoft. Can I crash at your place tonight?
My name is Microsoft.
No, next. Sorry. Come on, man.
Okay, do you want to try that one again? Try that one again.
I would not let you buy me a drink.
Try that
was
one
your
again.
line.
Try that one again. It's my name is Microsoft. Can I crash at your place tonight?
My name is Microsoft. Can I crash at your place tonight?
No.
No. Okay, so it didn't work? That didn't work?
That's not made me take my pants off at all.
Okay.
Oh.
What about, are you a time traveler? Because I can see you in my future.
Are you a time traveler? Because I can see you in my future.
Ew. Okay.
Boy, bye.
Okay. Oh, we'll try this one, Maury. Feel my shirt. Do you think it's made of boyfriend material?
Okay. Ooh. I've used this one.
Okay, go for it. Go for it. And remember, you want these to work. Like Mocha is like your guy, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Like we're at a party, we're all drinking.
Okay, shh. Can you hear me? Yo, do you want to feel my shirt?
Why are you bouncing up and down like that?
We're dancing at a club. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, I'm whispering in your ear now at the club.
Okay.
Do you want to feel my shirt? Is it made out of boyfriend material?
No, it smells like cheese and sweat.
What now, Maury? You can't you can't just walk up and say that to somebody. Like, you have to be sort of seductive in a way or playful in a way that you deliver what would be considered a pickup line.
Don't just jump into the line.
You can't just like jump into the line. Like, you have to really feel the words. Like, if you don't believe what you're saying, how is Mocha ever going to believe what you're saying?
Shh. Excuse me. Can you feel my shirt? That's when you respond. You go, yes.
Oh, I guess. Weirdo.
Yeah. Do you feel that? Is it made out of boyfriend material?
Okay. You don't have to stutter all the time when you act. Maury. Okay. I tell you this all the time.
Confidence, man.
Excuse me. Do you think it's made out of boyfriend material? Okay.
Nice to meet you, Porky Pig. My name's Mocha. Get away from me.
Okay, try this one, Maury. There's something wrong with my phone. It doesn't have your number in it.
Ooh, good one.
Thank you.
Yo, there's something wrong with my phone. It doesn't have your number in it.
Ew.
And it never will. Creep.
Okay. Do you like racism? Do you like raisins? Sorry, man. Okay. I've been reading a lot today. Do you like raisins? Well, how do you feel about a date? Is the line, Maury. Okay, go ahead, Maury.
Do you like raisins? How do you feel about a date tonight?
They didn't say that.
You know what?
Yeah.
Instead of saying raisin, say racism now.
Okay.
How do you feel about racism? Do you want a date tonight?
Okay. How about this one? This is my favorite. Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see.
Ooh.
All right, go ahead, Maury.
Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see.
I feel so weird right now.
Try this one. This was number 1 on the list.
Okay.
I got my library card, so now I'm checking you out.
Ooh.
I got my library card, and now I'm checking you out.
Oh.
That sounds like you're
They're missing the best one.
Which is what? Go ahead.
Racism one?
Go ahead, Maury. What is your number 1 pickup line then? Go ahead.
I'd love to rearrange the alphabet so I can put you and I together.
Ew. You see what he did with his eyes when he said that too? You know
I
what
like
mean?
the alphabet just the way it is, bro. I'm good.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Hey, did you see this interview with George Clooney where he was talking about cutting his own hair?
What? No.
But he talks about cutting his own hair with. You remember the Flowbee?
Yes.
Okay, so play the clip of Clooney, and then we'll play the infomercial for Flowbee. Flowbee was like a vacuum cleaner attachment that it had like these rotating clippers in it, and you just ran it over your head, and it sucked up all your hair, and then like clipped it.
And have you been cutting your own hair?
I've been cutting my own hair for 25 years.
So it has nothing to do with quarantine?
Nah. Look, my hair's like really like straw, and so it's easy to cut. You can't really make too many mistakes. So years ago, I bought a thing called a Flowbee, which when we were
when
I was a kid, yeah.
The infomercial, the Flowbee.
It comes with a vacuum cleaner and the clippers. Yeah, I still have it.
Stop it. You don't use it.
My haircuts take literally 2 minutes. I go.
Is this Flowbee?
Yeah, it's Flowbee.
That is awesome.
Yeah, listen, man, it works.
George Clooney?
Yeah, Flowbee.
Like the multi-millionaire actor, philanthropist.
Yes. So the Flowbee was it was a late night infomercial. It was like at the time with those late night infomercials, it was like the Flowbee, it was Blue Blockers, it was Don Lepre.
Oh, yeah.
Teaching you how to make $1 million. And it was,
By placing tiny little ads.
By placing, yes.
And he did all of this from his one bedroom apartment.
Yes.
And now he's got a yacht and girls.
Exactly. And so this was the old commercial for the Flowbee.
Before the Flowbee, only a skilled professional could produce a good layered haircut. This ingenious device lets you give yourself and family perfect haircuts every time.
As you can see, Flowbee's just taking off a little bit of hair, and it's trimming her bangs. It's a bouncy motion that I go up and down, and her hair is perfect.
Tens of thousands have been sold to satisfied customers. Why? Because it really works.
Yeah, including George Clooney.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Hi, Natalie.
Hi, how are you?
Good. What's going on with you?
So I'm just wondering, even with COVID, how do we split our time between our two families?
Okay, so you wrote us this. Yeah, with the holidays coming up, you and your husband are having a real hard time splitting between both of your families. And now you guys are in an area that is what you call orange zone. So
yes.
Gyms are open, restaurants are open. You guys can see family, right?
Yes,
okay,
exactly.
You say that you also have a 1-year-old daughter, so running around everywhere on Christmas Day is just not an option anymore. How do we split the time up with both sets of our parents and also have time for our own family without upsetting anyone?
So, Natalie, a couple things. Do the areas, the neighborhoods, the zones that your other two families live in, are they the same as yours, or are they under different restrictions?
So we're actually all in the same. My in-laws are in the same subdivision as us, and then my
okay.
parents are only 10 minutes away.
Oh, so why can't there be an option where everyone comes to your place?
So we kind of did that last year when my daughter was about 10 months old.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was great. It was fine, but it's just a lot. And I think both of our parents kind of want their own time.
That's tough. And when you say their own time, they want their own time Christmas Day?
Yes.
That's
Oh,
tough.
boy.
That's tough.
There's no room for negotiation whatsoever?
So we did bring up maybe doing Christmas Eve with my in-laws.
Yeah.
And they said, we'll play it by ear.
Okay.
Oh, which means they don't want that.
That doesn't really work.
So
Did you bring up Christmas Eve with your folks?
So they're fine with that, but we normally do Christmas Day with my parents, like Christmas Day dinner, sorry.
Mm-hmm. So what do the in-laws want? In-laws want their own Christmas Day dinner as well?
So what happened last year was we did Christmas Eve dinner with my in-laws. Then we woke up, went back to my in-laws for brunch, and then went to my parents for dinner. And it was just too much for my daughter. Like by the end of the day, she was fried.
It's not fun. So I think that what you need to do is you need to now start building your own traditions.
Yes,
you need to start building your schedule. And to me, what makes sense and what is fair, okay, is that you and your husband and your kid, Christmas is yours. Okay, because the only thing that matters and the only thing that is going to matter for the foreseeable future on Christmas is the kid, right?
Right.
So I would say what to me sounds like a normal, rational compromise is you lay it out to them and say, this is how it's going to work. We wake up Christmas morning with the kid. We go through and tear open everything that Santa left, and we have a little bit of breakfast, and we stay in our pajamas. And on Christmas Day, one of you guys are going to come over for dinner, and then one of you guys are not. Now, the night before, we're going to do Christmas Eve at one of your houses. So what I'm saying is that you guys get to do Christmas morning, breakfast, everything else with you and just your little family, and you alternate year to year. One year, you do one set of in-laws on Christmas Eve, and then you do the dinner with the others. And then the following year, that other set of in-laws gets you on Christmas Eve, and then you do dinner with the others.
Yes, and to me, that sounds perfect. Another thing I forgot to mention is that...
The other thing I forgot to mention is I hate my in-laws.
Okay, well, I'm not going to go there.
Yo, I kind of knew the conversation was going to go this way, Natalie.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, so my mother-in-law has been indirectly hinting at going to the cottage for Christmas. And to me, like, that's just not an option. The cottage is 3 hours away.
No.
So-
Then you will see them when they get back.
Yeah. What is your husband saying with all of this?
I mean, my husband's a very easygoing, so he's just whatever, like, but he kind of has like a fear of letting his parents down kind of thing. Like, he doesn't want to tell them, hey, we're going to do this and that's what we're going to do. And we'll arrange our schedule around us instead of around
But
them.
that seems like the more fair thing for everybody because, to Roz's point, you, your husband, and your daughter are your own family, and you're going to want to start building these new traditions, right?
Yes, exactly. No, I totally
So
agree.
he has to
And
be on
that's
board
why-
with all of that.
And if you think that it's going to get easier as your daughter gets older, you're mistaken. It's only going to get more difficult. Because dragging Christmas Eve is so magical. It is such a wonderful night. It's my favorite night. I love Christmas Eve. The idea of getting in a car and going anywhere to fulfill some sort of family obligation on Christmas Eve is just something I would never be willing to do. And it goes it's part and parcel. It's that 12-hour stretch of 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. kind of thing that is really super magical. And as your daughter gets older, she's going to want to do less and less of that. And then you're going to feel that you're sort of compromising, her wants and needs and Christmas magic. And she may want both sets of her grandparents just over for dinner because that's fun for her. And if that's the case, you're going to you're going to your parents and your in-laws saying, hey, listen, we're doing dinner at our place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's going to be chairs for everybody. Here's the deal. 4:00, come on over. We're going to have some drinks afterwards, and then we'll do some gifts with you guys after dinner's over. Because that's the way that it's going to wind up going.
Now we're the only people in our immediate family that has a child.
Yeah.
So not that I'm trying to be selfish, but it's not about me anymore. It's about her and her having the best day, because I know by the end of the day, it's so much for them to handle.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And you know what, though? I think you can be selfish. Not selfish for you, selfish for your family.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be a hard ass and set the rules.
That's very hard for me, but I can try.
You can do it.
Yeah, my husband and I are both people pleasers, so I think that's why we got into this situation in the first place.
What, pregnant?
You got options, Natalie. You got options right now.
I know that I do. It's just speaking up for myself. It's the hardest part,
you can
but
do
I
it.
can do it.
Just get it done.
I'll try. I
All
will.
right.
I won't try. I'll do it.
Do it.
All right.
Do
Much
it.
love, Natalie. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
What up, homie?
What's going on?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah.
Oh, that good,
It's a fine morning. The snow. I don't like it.
Oh, I thought you liked the snow.
Nah, it's fine. I'm okay with it. I'm fine with it, but I was just not prepared for it today, even though I should have been. I just wasn't ready.
Yeah, everybody was talking about it
I
all
know.
day yesterday.
Hey, you know that I got a brand new scraper for my car? Right? Like, this has been an ongoing thing.
Right.
It's broken.
Already?
Yeah.
What kind of cheap-ass scraper did you get?
Exactly. So
Can I also just say, it's not that much snow outside either?
No, but it was just ice. I couldn't go anywhere.
Oh.
It was just all ice everywhere.
Yeah.
And you know what I have to keep in my pocket? Look at this.
Knife.
My cheap-ass old truck that I drive. Look at this. This is what I have to keep on me at all times.
What?
The lock
De-icer?
defroster.
Oh.
That you stick this stuff, you take the top off and you pop it into where the key goes into the outside and you squirt it. And
So you had to use that today?
I had to use that today.
Oh,
yeah.
geez.
I have to keep this on me because my thing doesn't work. My remote, what do you call that thing again? The remote, what is it? The keyless entry thing.
Yeah.
That thing doesn't work anymore. It ran out of batteries.
So why don't you just put a new battery?
Oh my God, who has time for that?
So you throw it away and put a new one for the dealership?
No, it's still on my keys.
Oh.
Dealership, I bought this thing from a guy in a garage in Oshawa.
So you're going to go call him?
Yeah, he doesn't work there anymore. I think there's
You have
a
to call the
condo.
manufacturer?
I think there's a condo there now.
Bro, you can just go get a new battery.
Can you?
Yes.
I didn't know. I didn't even know how to get it open. How do you open this thing?
Give it to me, man.
You're going to open it?
I just changed a battery on mine like a
No,
couple
you
months
did
ago.
not. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Did you?
It depends on. I have batteries at home. I keep stock just in case.
How do you
And good
open
thing
this?
I do because the battery in my wife's
See, look at that.
went
Look at
out.
that. There's no screw. There's no nothing.
Man.
No, don't do that. Please don't ruin it to try and prove a point.
No. Look,
Okay. What?
right, there's no right here.
Yeah.
All right. You just
Yeah.
open it.
Right. Oh my God. If you break it open, I'm going to be
there.
so upset. Did you open
Pop
it?
it open. Yeah.
Look at that.
And the little
Oh my God,
battery's
there's a
right
battery
there.
in there.
Yeah. I can tell you.
Man.
Hold on. Let me tell you if I have any of these at home. Oh, I got a whole. I'll bring you one of these tomorrow.
Yeah?
I got a whole bunch.
What's that, Maury?
The big flat circle one?
Yeah.
CO
Like that
32.
ass.
Hey, are we talking about car keys?
No.
Oh, because I was going to ask if you can replace car keys because I sat on mine and it bent.
It's a big flat ass. Does that work in your car?
I have to tilt it in and like it works.
Right.
But it's like if I put it in the other way, it doesn't. So I have to put it in one way so it still
Well, you're
fits
talking
in.
about car keys, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. Did you see this, Mocha? Look at this key.
Oh yeah.
How did you?
It looks
how
like a
did-
banana.
I literally sat on it and then the whole key bent.
Where?
Oh.
Like you keep your keys in your back pocket? That seems dangerous to me. Why? Who keeps their car keys in their back pocket?
No, it wasn't in my back. I threw them onto the seat when I was loading groceries and then I sat on them.
Right, because you have a wooden bench that you sit on in your car, right? Like, how did that even bend? It's like, what are you driving? It's like a carriage? Like, how do you bend that when you sit on a soft car seat?
I have no idea.
That key, you'll have to, or that for sure, you'll have to get a new one from the
I showed it to
dealership.
Matthew.
Have you tried to bend it back?
I have.
Oh,
Bend.
wait a minute. Why don't you? Do you have a spare key?
No.
No.
You should have received a spare
because
key.
of the buttons. There's no spare.
Okay.
Yeah, there is.
They didn't give me one.
Are you sure? I bet you they did,
I'm
and
not
it's somewhere in the
Hold on a
condo.
second.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated with the fact that you put that on a soft car seat and then sat on it with your soft ass and it bent, and yet you can't bend it back with your hands.
Unless I sit on it the other way.
No. You
Yeah,
can't
try
bend.
that,
You
try
can't.
that,
Yeah,
try
try that. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Try that. Let's see what happens.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
There's this guy in Taiwan who is a massive gamer.
Okay.
Just a regular civilian. Loves video games, right? His wife hates the fact that he plays so many video games. It's interrupting their lives. So he ended up getting a PS5.
Oh, snap.
His wife didn't want him to get a PS5.
Of course not.
Because he's addicted to gaming. So the PS5 shows up. He's had it for a while. And told his wife that it wasn't a PS5. It was an air purifier. Because when you stand it upright, there are some air purifiers out there that look exactly like a PS5 when it's
look at
standing
that.
vertically.
It really does.
Because with the PS5, you know, horizontal or vertical.
Yeah,
so when it's standing up vertically, it looks just like a particular air purifier.
That is a great plan until your wife tries to refill it with water. Right? Or whatever you do. I don't even know what you do with those things.
His wife's smart and figured it out.
Yeah.
Right? And made the guy sell it.
No.
He had to sell it. Yeah.
No.
He sold it. He put it up on like Facebook and
I don't understand that.
And met up with some dude.
Yeah.
And the guy who was buying it from him was like, "Oh, like, you know, these are pretty hard to come by. Did you reserve online? You got 2?" And the guy said, "No, I didn't get 2." So the buyer was like, "Well, why are you selling your PS5?" And then, according to the seller who posted the story on Facebook, said, I could see the pain in the man's eyes as he said, "My wife is making me sell this."
Wow.
Because he plays too much video games.
Jeez. You almost want to rent your own apartment at that point and keep that secret, you know? Like, I'm surprised that there aren't places like that. Like, nobody's bought you know how you can, like the shared office space places that, like, if you run your own company, but all you need is a desk and good Wi-Fi and to be part of a community. You know, you could go and, like, rent a desk somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that doesn't
Access to a washroom.
Yeah, yes. I'm surprised that doesn't exist for gamers whose partners don't let them game. Like, you can't just, like, you don't have your own, like, little space where you can go after work for a couple hours.
No, not at all.
And just, you know.
You got to lie to your partner at home. It's not a PS5. It's an air purifier.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Getting closer, y'all. Christmas is just around the corner. Damnit Maurie made some cold calls across the country as part of our Quarantales series, where Damnit Maurie will start a story and have randoms across the country continue with that story until we get to the end.
Yeah, basically, Maury comes up with the first line of a story and then calls complete strangers. He just makes up phone numbers on the spot, and if you answer, he'll read you the first line and then just get strangers to just say the second line, and then another and another and another until the story's finished.
And because it's the holiday season, why not keep it Christmas themed?
I like it.
So your Christmas Quarantales from Damnit Maurie on the Roz and Mocha Show.
A very Merry Christmas. Hello there. It's Damnit Maurie with the Roz and Mocha Show. And welcome to a special edition of Roz and Mocha's Quarantales. It's not another chapter, but a special insert for Christmas and a story created by you. Let's turn the page now. Oh, I tore the page. Let us begin.
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Pum pum pum. Okay, it's Damnit Maurie with the Roz and Mocha Show, and by golly, you are so lucky because I'm hoping you will help us begin a special edition, a special Christmas edition of Roz and Mocha's Quarantales.
Oh my goodness!
I hope that's a yes.
That's a yes.
Okay. I'm going to say the first line to you, and then you will continue the story with a few more lines, okay? Are you ready?
I am ready.
Daddy brought the box of Christmas decor up from the basement, like he does every year.
Daddy loved to decorate the house for the holidays, by himself, of course, while he listened to his favorite holiday songs and maybe sipped on some eggnog. I think his favorite may always be Dashing Through the Snow. When suddenly he realized he wasn't the only one humming. There was someone humming with him. But that was impossible. He was home alone. He was going to surprise the family after he decked the halls. But 25 minutes later, he had searched the house from top to bottom to see where the mysterious hum was coming from. There was nothing there. Shrugging it off, he went back to decorating. When suddenly he saw a shadow move out of the corner of his eye. It was coming from his beloved Winter Wonderland snow globe. Inside, he saw tiny men and women dancing. But that was impossible. They couldn't possibly be alive.
Ooh. So he decided to pick up the snow globe. He held it close to his ear, and what sounded like the hum at first started to become way more clear, and it realized they were saying, "We know all the secrets. We know all the secrets. We know all the secrets."
Daddy started to break a sweat. He grabbed the eggnog and chugged the carton. There's no way these tiny people knew that he wasn't always alone decorating the house. We saw you under the mistletoe earlier. You're going to be on Santa's naughty list this year.
In a state of panic, Daddy dropped the snow globe, a million pieces shattering all around him. All of the miniature men and women scattered across the floor, screaming in fear. And one miniature man got up, walked right up to Daddy's foot and started biting him in anger, yelling, "You destroyed our home, and we will destroy your life." When he looked up at Daddy, he whispered, "We know about your secret OnlyFans account."
Oh, my
Daddy
God.
was horrified that the little people knew of his secret account. In a panic, Daddy ran to the broom closet to get the Dyson stick vacuum. The little people scattered to hide as Daddy screamed, "I'll suck you up, you little spies!" He stopped as he saw his wife standing with her arms folded, wondering what was going on.
Okay, so he looked over at his wife, but suddenly his stomach started to gurgle, and he ended up falling over in pain. And he thought, could it have been the eggnog? And then the little people, they tied him up and dragged him to the basement as he tried to yell to his wife to help him. As they took him away, he heard his wife saying, "We know all your secrets." And then suddenly she shrank in size and joined the little globe people. She was one of them all along.
Dun, dun, dun. Yes!
No.
I told you it was wild and messed up, right?
No, we had everything in there.
Yeah.
Scandal, OnlyFans, little people, eggnog,
a naughty daddy.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So is Britney Spears dropping a song with the Backstreet Boys? Is that the deal?
What? No, she's not. Is she?
It's not a new song.
What is it then? Explain this to me.
Previously, so there's a record shop in the U.S. that posted a photo of a Britney Spears record that's coming out on Friday.
Okay.
They got an advance of it.
Yeah.
And they showed the back of it with the track listing, and it's some previously unreleased songs, and one of them is with the Backstreet Boys.
Really?
Yeah.
It's on vinyl, and it's apparently dropping on Friday, but no official word on if the track will actually be a single. Fans are saying that it's a test of the waters to see what the reaction would be to new music.
Wait, sorry, I'm confused.
We'd love to see Britney back doing what she loves. The Backstreet Boys are an added bonus. Let me read you this.
But is it a new song?
There have been rumors swirling around the internet that Britney Spears was about to drop new music, and one of them is a collab with the Backstreet Boys. A pic surfaced online on the release of Britney's album Glory, and it has a few previously unreleased tracks on it.
Nice.
One of them is a song called Matches featuring Backstreet Boys. So I guess what they're doing is they're maybe dropping an unreleased song to see what the reaction would be, and then that will determine whether she does something new or not.
The reaction's going to be huge. Like, you already know that.
I don't know, man.
Like, if it's an old Britney.
know.
Can I tell you what the mistake is that Britney's doing this?
Yeah.
She's dropping it the same day as Shawn Mendes' album. And everyone's going to be going bonkers for that Mendes album.
I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I am a massive Britney Spears fan, right?
Yeah.
But I'm telling
And you want her to
I'm
do
telling
well?
you,
We all do,
absolutely.
right?
I want the absolute best for Britney. But I'm telling you right now that Britney Spears, in between everything that we currently play and everything that is popular in the world right now, I don't think fits.
No,
I
but
don't
it's
think there's a
not-
place for it.
But it's going to sound like old Britney, which people might bring back memories.
Yeah, but you don't want to be a nostalgia act. Like, Britney wants to create, and she wants to release something new, and she wants to move forward. Like, nobody wants to be a nostalgia
It would
act when
sound
you're
kind
that
of weird
young.
to hear let's say, I don't know which era. Let's say early 2000s, right? That Britney and Backstreet got together for this song. It might sound super awkward to hear a early 2000s era Britney Backstreet either
Like, we
before or
can't play
after
that.
like The Weeknd, or before or after Dua Lipa's new song.
But are you wanting her to just keep it in the vault and us never to enjoy it?
Oh, no. I'm fine. I'm like, release it, because that's totally fine.
Yeah.
It's totally fine. Like, we'll hear it, we'll play a clip of it, everything else, but nobody's going to actually be playing the track.
Oh, and I don't think
right?
that's the intention. I think probably the newer stuff on this record would be, but this is like bonus stuff.
I just tried to figure all this out. I'm just doing research as we're live right now, and the only tweet that I read was
What?
Britney Spears is following the Backstreet Boys on Instagram, but not NSYNC. Sips early 2000s era tea.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
We talked so much about the idea that Britney had a secret song that she did with Backstreet Boys from years ago that was possibly going to be released. So there's a clip of it. There's 2 new Britney songs today, if you can believe that.
Wow.
So the first one that I want your opinion on, it's a terrible quality. I don't even know if you're going to be able to form an opinion on it.
Okay.
But it's absolutely just the worst quality ever.
Oh.
It's okay? So just know that.
And we love Britney. We want her to do well. Want her to succeed.
So the song is called Matches, and this was the Britney Spears Backstreet Boys song that showed up. I think somebody had it on vinyl or something like that. It was like some weird, I don't even know where it came from. But it's older and it existed, but nobody had ever really heard it. And so this is what Matches sounds like. Listen to this.
Did they like intentionally make it sound this way?
I think that somebody's recording it off something. I don't even know. What year was this supposedly from, Maury?
Because from what I know of this album, it is like a re-release of her 2016 record.
No, okay, so
and this is going to be included as like a bonus on that album, right?
So she did officially release a new song yesterday.
Oh, okay.
From that album, from Glory, which was in
That's what it is.
2016.
Yeah.
And this song, much better quality. This one is called Swimming with Stars.
So let's go. Swimming in the stars tonight. Oh, and we'll glow and shimmer in the diamond lights. We'll dive in head first all the way down in gravity's arms. We'll drown. The world is ours when we're swimming in the stars. When we're swimming in the stars.
So when was that first one from, Maura?
So Matches was originally supposed to be on her 9th studio album, Glory, in 2016.
But when was it recorded? Not in 2016, was it? That doesn't sound like 2016
No, that
to
sounds
me.
way older than that.
That sounds way older. So anyway, so the re-release of Glory is happening on December 4th.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah.
She's going to go up against Shawn Mendes?
I guess.
Come on, Britt.
I know. This is what we said. We were like, we could get new Brit on Friday. And you were like, don't do it Friday because that's Shawn Mendes Day.
Yeah,
Well,
completely.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or is she trying to fly under the radar?
Maybe she doesn't. I
Like
don't.
maybe not make that much noise.
Yeah.
Just be like, here's a gift for all my fans. Check it out. Also, here's the quality of the new song.
Could you imagine if it sounded like this? Like this was what winds up on the record?
It's my gift for you. To all of you guys. Ugh. I don't know, man.
I mean, I guess it could have been recorded. It's still 4 years ago or 6 years ago, whatever it is, right? 4 years ago.
Yeah.
But to me, it just sounds way older than 4 years ago. Like even for Backstreet Boys, it sounds way older than 4 years ago.
I want Britney to do well. I
So do
really,
I.
really do.
But, okay, so what do you think of the other song, though? What do you think about Swimming
The other
with the
one,
Stars?
it's okay. It wouldn't be on like rotation in my house, though.
No.
No. Like, it's okay.
So let's go. Swimming in the stars tonight. Oh, and we'll glow.
Okay, maybe in the rotation. Maybe on a playlist.
Yeah, you think so?
Like, I wouldn't hit skip. I wouldn't hit next.
What do you? This is my thing with Brit is that she's
like, where does she fit?
Where does she fit? Like, what do you put this song in between of? Like, what two songs? What song leads into this on that playlist, and what song comes out of it?
Well,
it's tough.
You have two choices. You don't want to be in like a downer state of mind and have this plus like a slower weekend song, let's say.
Right.
Right? Maybe like an up-tempo weekend song.
So you think this plays well beside somebody like The Weeknd?
Oh, absolutely not. I'm just saying, in general, if it were on an Apple Music playlist, right, I wouldn't necessarily, like if it came out of a Weeknd song and then went into this Britney track and then maybe into, I don't know, Maren Morris or a Drake or something like that, like I wouldn't necessarily hit skip or hit next.
Interesting.
Like it's okay.
Yeah, I know. I love Brit though, but that's swimming with the Stars.
I want her to win. Trust me, I want her to win.
Okay, so Swimming with the Stars going to be on the re-release of Glory happening tomorrow, and the BSB song, if you want to go and find it, is called Matches.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I got to play this clip of somebody's Elsa doll malfunctioning, and I guess it's like a talking Elsa doll, Elsa from Frozen. And
still haven't seen it, you know?
You have not seen Frozen?
No.
Oh, Frozen's so good.
I know, I'm waiting.
Part 2 was meh. But part 1 is just, it's so wonderful. I love Frozen so much. So they have a talking Elsa doll. And this mom comes across the talking Elsa doll in the family room that is sort of malfunctioning because the batteries inside the Elsa doll are getting low.
Okay.
But instead of making sounds like singing and like happy things, the Elsa doll sounds like she was doing something else in that room all alone.
Because the batteries are low?
Because the batteries are low.
Just take them out and let them go.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's yeah, he needs some new Duracells in there. Oh no!
Right?
Yeah.
And it's those types of things, like, man, you
like, is Disney now gonna have to
I
put
don't
out
know.
a release or something?
I
Make a statement? Disney, what do you have to say about that?
Are you Disney? I think Elsa needs to release a statement.
Wow.
Yeah.
Elsa. That's not the Elsa we know. Come on now.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I want to play a song for you.
Yes, please.
This guy's had a great year for releasing music, and he just dropped a new one. Holiday themed.
Okay.
He's from Nova Scotia, and he's our friend, Classified.
Oh, yeah?
He's got a holiday song called The Bells Are Ringing. And his album, Time, which is out right now, I've listened to like multiple times because it's so good. And I'm such a huge fan of his.
We've talked about this a lot with Christmas songs. The one thing for me that they always need is bells.
Well, take a listen to
whether
this.
it's in the title or whether it's in the song, you need bells.
All right, kids. Time to get in bed. Santa's coming soon. Okay. Can you read a book? All right, just one story.
It's just like a really, really nice song, dude. Listen to this.
On a night so silent night, stay by the fire, baby, it's so cold.
The young lady singing this part, her name is Bree Chorus.
It snows, it's already 10.
Also from the East Coast, I believe.
Find the love out here on this Christmas night. The bells are ringing, ringing.
Okay, we'll grab the decorations. Don't forget tradition. Baby, it's cold outside. You need to get your mittens. Hang the mistletoe and write your Christmas wishes. It's better to give than receive. Show the kids the difference. Cause this year has been a tough one. I'm just trying to celebrate and spend it with my loved ones. Spread some cheer, pouring festive beer. I appreciate the blessings I was blessed with here. Uncle Chris and Aunt Lee are reminiscing on the front porch. Little Tay trying to build another snow fort.
Isn't that a nice song?
I
love it.
Bells ringing. I'll be there Christmas Eve with my family all singing hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. I said we be all singing hallelujah.
I don't know, man. There's just something about this song. It's just so nice.
Yeah, I like it.
Right? And I don't know if it's because we know, like, he's a nice guy. And he's just like a wholesome dude and just wants to spread positive vibes.
Well, it's also a really pretty song.
And it's just like such a nice song. Yeah.
I like when people do unconventional Christmas songs.
Same.
Remember Christmas in Hollis?
Do I remember Christmas in Hollis? Please tell me you have it over there.
When? It was like 80s, right? Like 80s
Run DMC.
something, 86?
I believe that
Let's see if I can find
song
it.
was the very first kind of non-traditional Christmas song I had ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah.
Because you would always have like different people, different variations of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or Frosty the
Yes,
Snowman or Deck the
yes,
Halls,
yes,
right?
yes.
But then I think the Run DMC Christmas in Hollis was the very first non-Christmassy song.
Absolutely.
Not worldwide known.
Yep.
That
Yeah.
came out, and then it just ended up being a staple when it comes to Christmas music. Shows up on all the playlists. Shows up
All of them.
Right? Shows
Yeah.
up on like all the holiday themed commercials.
Here, let me play something for you. There's no swearing in this, is there? No. 87 Run DMC? They wouldn't dare.
I don't think
They wouldn't dare. Run DMC in 80s? No. I'm going to play it anyway.
Okay.
Because I used to love this song.
Imagine it just starts off with like a swear word.
Oh, whatever.
It's Christmas time, mother.
They're not going to swear on a Christmas song in 87. The man never would have allowed that. You know what I mean?
Why you look so nervous right now? The look on Roz's face. Oh, so good.
This is a great beat, too. I forgot about this beat.
Dog.
When I seen a man chilling with his
dog in the park.
You remember it all?
Reindeer.
Right?
Dead on the lawn. And I just remember random parts. Santa Claus. See, I like it when people do stuff like
Yeah.
this. When they drop like a holiday song, a Christmas song.
Yeah,
That's
I
like
like
not traditional.
Yeah.
Christmas in Hollis, classic joint from Run
So
DMC from
good.
'87, and the other one you heard was Classified. The bells are ringing, so good.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Hi, Carly. It's Roz and Mocha.
Hey guys, how are you?
We're doing great. What's up with you?
Oh, all is good. My fiance's spending money like he's rich or something, though.
Classic.
You wrote us this, that you've been stressing out because you guys are trying to save money to purchase or build a new house. And then a week ago, your boyfriend decided, your fiance decided that he needed a second car, even though he just got another car in July.
Oh, wow.
You said, you can imagine my shock when I've been explaining that we need to save money for the house. I don't want to stand in his way of his hobbies or tell him what to do with his money, but a second car doesn't seem like a priority right now. Interesting.
Carly, the
Yeah.
car that your fiance bought in July, what was it?
It's a brand new Jetta.
Okay, and then the one recently?
And the one recently he's buying is like a classic car. It's like a project car. So I know he's going to dump a bunch of money into it on top of what he's paying for the car.
Man.
And how generally how much debt does he? Are you guys open and honest about debt?
Yeah. I mean, he's pretty great with his money. It's just when he gets into something, he doesn't really let anything stand in his way. He'll doesn't matter how expensive it is. He'll just go ahead and he'll buy it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been with him a long time too, and he's never shown interest in cars, so it really just irked me.
Can he wrench? Like, does he know how to fix and work on a car?
He's pretty handy. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I would trust him in my engine, but
where's this car going to stay while he's working on it?
he's got a garage at his parents' place, so I think he's just planning on keeping it in his parents' garage.
Okay.
And his parents are cool with that? I guess they must be, right?
Yeah.
So what is the plan? What plan have you guys put together to save up to? Now, do you want to buy a house or do you want to build a house?
Well, we're on the fence right now. In both our sides of our families, we got people who like general contractors and all that stuff. So we have people to help us build. We have some land. We just need to figure out with architects and all that stuff, all the preliminary
Permits
stuff.
and everything else.
Well, all that stuff's going to cost money, and it doesn't seem like it's money that you have right now. What is his plan for your future when you guys talk about money and spending right now when trying to save for everything that you are talking about as a couple?
Well, when we talk about it, he says, well, yeah, I understand. We have to save money. I understand we're going to have expenses. But he goes, well, we're getting married 2 years from now, so I just want to enjoy my money. And I was like,
oh, damn.
Okay.
So there is no financial plan right now. You guys aren't actively putting money towards the building of a house, right?
Not together, no.
It's still just a dream. It's still just something you talk about. There's no actual financial plan.
Not yet.
Carly, so at this point right now, is your money, his is his in, like, let's say his eyes? And then once you guys get married, it's shared money, or do you guys share money now?
We don't share any money. Like, we don't have a shared bank account or anything right now.
Okay.
We've been together a long time, so I've told him, like, listen, this is your money. You do what you want with it. But, when we get married, I'm hoping that you'll have some money saved, just because that's what I've been really open about it, right? All throughout, since we got engaged, it was a year ago, I've been making sure to be very careful with it. So that way, when it is time, we can live comfortably.
It sounds to me like you guys have done a lot of dreaming together, which is amazing, because there's nothing better than sitting around as a couple and just dreaming about your future. It's really romantic and it's awesome. And the idea of grabbing a piece of land and building a place that is perfectly just for the two of you sounds like a dream, but it doesn't sound like you guys have had a lot of realistic conversations about that, in the sense that there is no plan. You guys both have the dream, but there's no plan.
Yeah,
okay.
I guess so.
So
yeah.
Once there's a plan, then you guys need to come up with the financial plan that goes with that. Because right now, you sound like, you love the guy and you want to build his future together, and there is potential because you do have access to things like contractors and property, and you want to make that work, because why not? Why wouldn't you want to build the perfect little place for the two of you? But I'll tell you right now, before you even put one piece of drywall in that place, you got to put in a septic and you got to put in a well. And that is money you will never get back. And you need to look at your boyfriend and say, in order to drink water and use the toilet, it's going to cost us $50,000.
Yep.
Right? But
Yeah.
it doesn't sound like he's really worried about it right now. He seems like the kind of guy where we'll deal with it when the time comes.
Yeah, he's got that personality, and he's also got that, it's all going to work out in the end personality, whereas I'm a little bit more of a, no, it might not work out in the end.
So the other thing is that it's really difficult to buy. You can't mortgage land, right? So if you guys find a piece of land that is, say, I don't even know, like $150,000 kind of thing, you can't mortgage land. You can't mortgage something that doesn't have a structure on it. You can go to a third party where you can sort of work out some sort of mortgage deal for it. But generally with land, you got to pay land up front.
That's right.
Okay, so you're looking at, let's say you want an acre of land that's close to your family. I don't know. Let's say it's $100,000. You guys got to come up with $100,000. Then you got to get in the permit process, and then you got to put septic and well on that piece of property. So even before you put a shovel in the ground for your dream house, you're $150,000 in.
Yes, that's right. And this is what I'm trying to tell him. Like, dude, this is a lot of money.
Yes. So it's great to dream, right? It's great to dream because, God, that's like, if you guys can pull this off, it's incredible. Who wouldn't want to do that? Yeah. It's romantic. It's wonderful. But you got to turn the dream. If you actually want the dream to become a reality, you got to put a plan in place. You guys have to sit down and start looking at numbers. And numbers when building something are much higher than what most people think they are.
All righty. Well, that helped, guys. I guess it doesn't really solve my problem on how he's going to not purchase this car. But
well, okay. So so maybe have this conversation before that.
You have to be on the same page at the end of the day.
You got to be on the same page. I spend money on ridiculous things, right? Like I spend money on ridiculous things. But the thing that I always tell Catherine is that the money that I spend on ridiculous things is money that we will never miss. It's almost like I sock it away. Like it's
extra funds.
Yeah, it's extra funds, right?
Yeah. But you guys need to have a conversation about the funds that you need for the things that you need right now.
He should not be going into debt for an old car.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right, Carly.
Well, guys, you guys are the best. Thank you so much for your help.
Thank you.
Thank you for reaching out. You have a great day.
Yeah, you too. Take care, guys.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life
on Kiss.
It was 2 years ago today, Roz.
Yes.
That Lil Nas X released the original version of Old Town Road. Not the version we all eventually came to know as a monster hit.
Right.
It was a version where it was without Billy Ray Cyrus, and he released it without a record label backing him.
Right.
Put it up on SoundCloud, and the song started to take off. And it wasn't until 5 months later that Billy Ray got involved.
It was that long, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it was two things that happened. The record label had reached out to Billy Ray saying, hey, there's this kid, Lil Nas X, that wants you on this remix. And he was like, what the hell is a Lil Nas X?
Yeah.
And also,
we were all like, what the hell is a Lil Nas X?
And also, Lil Nas X apparently reached out to Billy Ray through Twitter to ask him before like the record label had even got involved. So Billy Ray was trying to get in touch, Lil Nas X was trying to get in touch with Billy Ray Cyrus before the explosion of the song even took place. That's how far back.
Oh, wow.
He wanted Billy Ray Cyrus on the song. And this is Billy Ray actually talking about
Lil
it.
Nas had reached out for me on Twitter as early as December. And he had sent a note when the song started getting its legs up and people were doing the dance and TikTok was it was growing. It was before he had the record deal, before the song had went completely international and gonzo. And he reached out on Twitter saying, does anyone know how I can get this song to Billy Ray Cyrus? In his mind, he was thinking all this out. I gotta say, man, Lil Nas X, he gave me and really the whole world a lesson on, hey, take a look at the tools of your trade. Look what's out here for you to get your music out to an audience around the world.
Wow.
So the song started making noise because it hit number one on Billboard for a week, right? But at the same time, it was on the Billboard charts. It was also on the country charts and also on the hip-hop R&B charts, which is something that no song has ever done before.
Right.
Appear on all three of these charts at the exact same time and hitting number one.
Bonkers.
And then Billboard, the reason why it started making noise is because Billboard was like, well, it's not a traditional country song.
That's right, and they booted it.
So they got rid of it.
Yes.
And then people were like, what the hell?
Right.
And then the Billy Ray Cyrus stuff started happening. And the song eventually was nominated for 3 Grammy Awards. And it won Best Music Video, Best Pop Duo. And then when the remix came out, because there was so much noise, 19 weeks straight at number one.
It's crazy, huh? And then absolute insanity.
So it was 2 years ago today that Old Town Road from Lil Nas X was released. Also, let me throw this in. This is one of my favorites. Shem, who works on the Roz Mocha show, who does a lot of parody songs for us. He did his version when it was the last day of school.
Yeah, I'm happy because I ain't got school no more. I'm gonna lie in my bed some more. I'm happy because I ain't got school no more. I'm gonna lie in my bed some
So
more.
good. Lil Nas X celebrating 2 years of the release of Old Town Road.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So I'm looking at these pictures of Tayshia, the Bachelorette, where I guess people are so sneaky.
What?
Well, I guess she did a video teaching fans how she makes iced coffee.
Okay.
And in the video, you see her left hand, and on that left hand is a big engagement ring.
Ooh.
Oh. So.
Or is it just like fake jewelry?
No, it's like, I don't know.
Like
it's
costume jewelry, how sometimes people wear?
I know. The Bachelorette star was showing her followers how to make her signature iced coffee. When do you get to, when does your thing become a signature? Like at what level? But at what level of sort of notoriety, or what do you need in life to be able to call the one thing that you do that millions of other people do your signature version? Or does it have to be different?
No, I think it has to be completely different from anything else out there. Whatever that added thing is to make it stand out.
So let me ask you a question then.
Yes.
Because I sometimes interpret signature as not something that maybe also we don't know if she's engaged or not. Also, I don't know.
Okay. We'll find out in a few weeks.
Yeah. Just watch the damn show. Okay.
That's how it works.
signature can be something that is unique in a sense that you do it differently than somebody else does. But signature can also mean something that you are known for, meaning Mocha's signature ball caps.
Sure.
You know what I mean? You always wear ball caps. That's sort of like your signature thing. Everybody wears ball caps. But if somebody said Mocha and his signature ball caps, I wouldn't think twice about it. I wouldn't
It
be
would
like,
make sense.
yeah, I wouldn't be like, those aren't special. It's just a hat.
Yeah.
He doesn't even bend the brim.
Hey, man.
What?
I gotta get into specifics.
I'm just saying that it would be, I'm just lending it to the fact that if you did bend the brim, maybe it would be signature in the sense that you do it differently than other people. But you don't.
Okay.
Which is weird.
Focusing on that. Back to the story.
Okay, back to the story. So what are we talking about? Like when it comes to iced coffee, like I watch a lot of Bachelorette. I don't know a lot about Tayshia. Is iced coffee her signature thing, or does she do it differently than everybody else?
I think for something to be signature, like, yes, they have to be known for it because of what they do to make it that thing.
Right.
But they also have to be known by other people for doing that.
I guess.
Right? And for also experiencing that same Tayshia ice special signature.
Like Maurie's signature ability to interrupt everything.
Well,
okay.
Understandable.
Okay, Maury, go ahead.
No, never mind.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. No, never mind.
Go ahead.
I was going to tell you. I was going to tell you that what makes her a signature thing.
Tell me then. Tell me.
I was trying, but now you're okay.
I'm not interrupting you. You were interrupting us.
You just there it is.
I didn't say that you're interrupting us with nonsense. I said that you're interrupting. So go ahead.
She does it in a wine glass.
Oh, really? Is that what makes it signature?
If Tayshia says to drink iced coffee from a giant wine glass, then that's what we're going to do.
Oh.
By the way,
here we go.
In her most recent photos, there is no longer a ring on that finger.
No, really?
Yeah.
Maybe because so many people were pointing it out.
Like here it is. She's
Busted.
posing in front of her bed.
Yeah.
Very much having that hand present so you could see that there's no ring on it.
But I never know with phones and everything else when people are doing selfies or shooting into a mirror, because sometimes the left hand can look like the right hand and the right hand can look like the left hand. Like if somebody's shooting in front of a mirror with the reverse camera on the phone, I don't know which hand is which. Like if there's nothing in the room that has words on it that I can see if it's forwards or backwards.
Well, there's no ring on any finger. If that makes
there we
it
go.
better.
Interesting.
So her signature coffee, iced coffee, is just regular iced coffee but in a wine glass?
But nobody's done that before.
Right. So that's what makes it signature.
Oh, man.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
So everybody going in on Chet Hanks last night. Did you see this?
Shabba Hanks at it again.
So Chet Hanks, the son of Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson, right? Yeah. And he showed up, I think it was the first time I heard it was on the red carpet before Tom Hanks was getting some big award. It might have been at the Academy Awards or something like that, but he was on the red carpet. And Golden Globes.
Yeah.
And Chet Hanks does a patois, like a Jamaican patois. And he's good at it, and he loves it, and people seem to really enjoy it, right?
Big up the whole island, massive. It's your boy Chetana, coming straight from the Golden Globes, you know what I'm saying? Me father Tom Hanks presenting in a what, soon forward come. Big up, tune in.
Okay.
Yep. Yo, you remember when he sent a message out to Adele? Because he was like,
yes, right.
really feeling her look back in September?
Adele. You know, I say me a prayer from long time, but after me see a picture of that, it sweet me. Me not tell no lie, my girl. Hairstyle fit you. Big up yourself.
And then she bigged up herself.
And then she did. So he was on Clubhouse. What is Clubhouse? Is that like some new thing that I don't know about? Yeah.
Uh-oh. You need to sign up.
I really don't. I don't need anything. I don't need anything else in my life, man. So I guess it's like a chat room that you can go on. You can host a club, and then fans and whoever randoms can come on and talk to you. So Chet Hanks, Shabba Hanks, hosted something on Clubhouse last night, and people started going in on him. For appropriation. One person even calling it verbal blackface, which is him doing the Jamaican patois. Now, to me, Clubhouse sounds like a nightmare because this gets really, really messy, but you can hear Chet trying to explain why he thinks it's okay and from a place of love, and then other people trying to explain to him why it's not.
You're asking me, am I ever going to do the Jamaican accent again? Am I now?
I'm asking,
No, I'm asking
regarding
in
the
front,
environment.
Like, are you going to walk into a room of people and just use it?
Guys, it's really as simple as this. If I get on a binge where I'm watching a bunch of English gangster movies, and I go around and just going about my day-to-day business, like ordering a coffee at Starbucks, and I'm with my friend, and I go, "Hey, give me a latte, governor." Like, it's not coming from a place of, "Ooh, I'm gonna these English people." You know what I mean? Like, I do
But English people weren't oppressed. English people were not oppressed.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same story.
I understand that.
It's messy.
One mic. Because it's not a right. You can't make a point like that, like in terms of like just going to like a Starbucks, especially using an English accent. Like English people are not
if I go on
oppressed.
Instagram and I say, man just saw. If I go on Instagram.
No. But does he understand the history behind
Let me finish. This is my chat. I started.
Can a Caribbean person explain this to him?
If I go on Instagram and I go, "Hey man, just saw Top Boy, man, really like that show, man." Like, you feel me, bro? Like, how is that? I'm not trying to.
No, but
Can somebody explain the origins of
There
this?
is oppression in that language historically. Like,
I'm aware of the history.
Wow.
Okay, so
you are going to join?
Hell yeah!
you're gonna
So
get
what?
it again?
Where do we land on this? I don't know, because I know that later on in that chat, there were a lot of people who were defending him because they did find it endearing, and their point was that when you're in Jamaica, that is specific to Jamaicans, and they love when people do it. She was going on about how they find it endearing when other people do it. But I don't know. I don't know.
There was somebody in the comments or I saw on Twitter, and I guess it happened in the Clubhouse chat, where, they said that they actually asked people in Jamaica, and people in Jamaica don't have a problem with it.
No.
With
But
Chet Hanks specifically.
But does that make it right? I don't know. I know we've pulled the room before, and you find it hysterical.
Yeah.
Right? Shem, you find it funny, right? Come on in here for 1 second. Just give a brief opinion. Did you watch this Clubhouse disaster that he did last night?
Yeah, I did. I watched quite a bit of it, actually.
And what were your? You got too much time on your hands, man. We got to give you more stuff to do.
No. I mean, you can just listen to the gist of it, right? Look, I understand both sides, and I don't want to do the whole both sides thing. Like, I do get the argument to be made that it almost feels like you're mocking sort of the Jamaican accent, right? Like, and I've seen that argument made before. I do think, though, intention matters. And I think anytime that he has spoken in Jamaican patois, he's done it in a way of like adoration and trying to celebrate the culture as opposed to mocking it.
Yes.
And I do think that happens quite a bit with other accents. People mock it. I don't think he's mocking it in this case.
Like, I worked with a guy years ago who had dreads, and I would watch over the course of the 3 or 4 or 5 years that I worked with this guy. He'd walk into a room, and some white guy would go, "Hey, man."
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Big up yourself.
Yeah, right?
That's Chet Hanks would say.
Yeah. But
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
It's about that time.
Yeah, Mocha, you ready?
Of course.
Let's do the news.
A Roz and Mocha Show and Kiss 92.5 News Break.
Brandon Blackstock is seeking $436,000 a month in spousal and child support from Kelly Clarkson. This is in their ongoing divorce proceedings. That is a lot of money. They have, how many kids do they have together? I know River Rose, Remington Alexander, and I think it's just the two kids, 6 and 4. But yes, he is seeking $436,000 a month in spousal and child support.
Wow.
In that divorce. That's a lot of money. Oh my God.
Yeah.
How much did Travis Scott make from McDonald's?
Oh boy.
Realistically,
So he had like clothing. He had the
Travis Scott meal,
the combo meal.
Yeah.
Plus promoting all that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, $2 million.
$2 million.
Something like that.
According to reports, Travis was paid $5 million up front.
Okay.
$5 million up front.
You mean there's more?
And the merchandise brought him in an extra $15 million.
No.
Yeah.
He made $25 million off
$20 million off McDonald's.
Off of McDonald's?
And apparently he makes $10 million a year off Nike or Nike. How do you say it? Nike or Nike?
Nike.
Is it Puma or Puma?
Puma.
Okay. I used to say Puma growing up. Everybody said Puma growing up. You never said
Who?
Puma?
No.
No, you never did? Where I grew up.
Puma?
Puma. Those were Puma shoes, not Puma shoes.
No.
They were Puma.
That sounds so weird.
I know it does, but I'm telling you, I guess certain places you grow up, they were Pumas. Nobody I ever knew could own Pumas. Nobody could afford Pumas. But
I don't know,
yeah.
for some reason, the way you say it,
Yeah?
or like when people say it that way,
Yeah.
it grosses me out.
Does it
I don't
Puma?
know why.
Really, huh?
Yeah.
Puma. It doesn't, what's wrong with that?
So then you probably grew up going Adidas.
No, I didn't. I knew it was Adidas. No, Pumas.
Everybody did, weirdo.
No, Pumas is
You
what we
can't
called
enter
them.
this conversation. You cannot enter this group chat.
No.
You, for years, only wear shoes that have no laces.
Well, who wants laces?
The Queen is hiring a new personal assistant.
She is.
Yes.
Why?
And no joke, the job posting's on LinkedIn.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I was just reading it on LinkedIn.
So everyone can apply.
Yeah, everybody can apply. It's a personal assistant position.
Yeah.
The location is the Royal Household, London, England, United Kingdom.
Okay.
37.5 hours a week. In Canadian dollars, the job pays 60 grand. So it's a 35,000 British pound a year job.
And you get to live at the palace?
It says, well, I don't think you do.
Oh.
It says, as part of the central support team in the private secretary's office, you'll take on the role of unique variety, providing comprehensive support to a senior manager. You'll prioritize and manage multiple requests, coordinate diaries, meetings and appointments, oversee efficient inbox management, minute taking, and draft correspondence.
So looking after the Queen's email and stuff?
I guess it's a fast-paced and high-profile environment, like fixing your Netflix passwords and stuff. And you'll have responsibility from day one, yet you'll rise to the challenge, and you will be proud of the part you play.
So you don't get to live at the palace, though?
No, I don't think so.
I assume you should.
You're a highly experienced PA used to supporting broad-level individuals, and you take pride in delivering work to the highest standards. You'll have superb interpersonal communication skills, and you will be at ease working as part of a team and liaising with people at all levels. With good judgment, sensitivity, and willingness to help others, you'll quickly become a trusted and indispensable member of the team. Also, travel is mandatory. So, yeah. So she's looking for a new assistant. 60 grand a year.
Doesn't sound stressful at all.
No, I know.
But you don't even get to live at the palace.
How fast-paced can it really be, though?
I'd say like medium.
Yeah. Like
medium pace.
Their version of fast-paced is not your version of fast-paced. Right?
No.
Like, no.
You got to bring her iPad, maybe.
Yeah.
Right? Throughout the day.
Yes.
Help her reply to emails.
Thank you. Yeah. Anybody who lets tea steep during their workday is not truly busy. Right? You know what I mean?
Multiple times a day, though.
Yes. So anyway, there you go. There's a new job available if you're out of work and you're looking. Barack Obama on Stephen Colbert last night, and Colbert getting the opportunity to ask the one question that everybody would want to ask an ex-president.
Any UFOs? Did you ask about that?
Certainly asked about it.
And?
Can't tell you.
Oh, come on, man.
Sorry.
Okay. All right, I'll take that as a yes. Because if there were none,
Why
you'd say
not?
there was none, right? You just played your hand. I thought you were a poker player. You just 100% showed your river card.
Feel free to think that.
I do. That's so much. That makes me happy to think that you won't tell me about
Can
UFOs.
I say it used to be that UFOs was the what is it? Roswell was the biggest conspiracy, and now that seems so tame.
Look at it. Listen to him. And what is it? Roswell? What's that place called? And what is it?
Fake President Barack
UFOs
Obama.
and what is it? What's that place called? Roswell?
He's trying to throw us all off. Whatever. We know you got stuff going in there.
Holy, come on, Barry.
You got them all. The
Come on.
bodies, the spaceships, the tech, the weapons. You got them all.
The Justice Department is investigating potential presidential pardon bribery schemes. Listen to this. So, you know, when presidents leave office, they just start throwing out pardons to people, right?
Sure.
People that have.
They're like Oprah when she gives out all her favorite things.
Yes.
You get a pardon. You get a pardon. Everyone gets a pardon.
Clinton pardoned his own brother, like all of this stuff.
What's up, bro? You get a pardon.
So the Justice Department is investigating a potential crime related to funneling money to the White House or related political committees in exchange for presidential pardons. The case is the latest legal twist in the waning days of Trump's administration after several of his top advisors have been convicted of federal crimes charges, and as a possibility rises that Trump is going to be giving pardons to those people who stayed loyal to him. Because, right?
Oh, come on now.
So the papers don't reveal any sort of timeline and no specific names were given. But the other thing in all of this is whether Trump is going to pardon members of his own family.
Of course he would.
But here's the thing, though, is that if he starts throwing out pardons, these would be preemptive pardons, meaning if Trump starts pardoning people and members of his own family, that right there is an absolute admission of guilt because so far, nobody from the family has been charged with anything. So if he starts throwing out preemptive pardons, he's saying right there that charges are going to happen. Now, I've avoided all of the nonsense of Joe Exotic, Tiger King, possibly getting a pardon.
Bro, that was going to be my next question.
So here's the thing. This story Maury sends me these stories daily, the update on Joe Exotic getting a pardon. I never do them on the show.
No, why do you love Joe Exotic so much?
I never do them on the show.
God, man.
Okay, because I don't care. And he should.
Maury's the only one that ever brings up Joe Exotic now?
He's the only person who brings up Joe Exotic. But people in the know who've talked to people who have been receiving these requests, they say, we've heard from the Tiger King, one source added. You wouldn't believe the amount of calls. Some insane we've gotten. Now, Eric Love, who is the lawyer for Joe Exotic, said this, quote, "We are waiting on the pen to hit the paper. We think we are very, very close."
I beg your pardon? Oh, Maury clapping in there.
Joe Exotic may get a presidential pardon, according to Joe Exotic's lawyer.
Why are you such a Trump supporter in there, Maury?
Yeah, I know. What are you
clapping
doing,
your hands
man?
like that.
Well, no.
You've been rallying for this forever.
Here we go.
True colors.
Damn it, MAGA. The 2021 Oscar ceremony will be an in-person telecast, they say.
Can they do that?
Well, they've moved it from February to April. So normally the Oscars are in February, but they've moved it to April 25th, 2021. Now organizers are focusing on making sure that the ceremony remains live and is still working on the details as we speak, including how many people are actually allowed inside the Dolby Theater in Hollywood for the telecast. They also, if you remember, extended the eligibility timeline from December 31st to Feb 28th, and also allowed movies that premiered on streaming services and in drive-ins for submissions. You have to do that. But they're thinking in person, people showing up, wearing tuxes and great dresses and walking onto a stage and doing live bits and musical performances. Like they want an actual award show with asses and seats. So we'll see if that works
distance,
out.
Maybe? You think?
Yeah, maybe. Because I think that even then, we're talking April, even then they're not going to allow max capacity inside the Dolby. So you're probably going to see maybe like 50% capacity, but they want everybody there. You may not have fans there, but you'll get everybody there. Jake Paul was part of the big Tyson fight on Saturday night, and he destroyed Nate Robinson from the NBA, former NBA player Nate Robinson. Like he sucked the life right out of him like a demigorgon.
So I watched that fight, and I would say 2 out of the 3 knockouts.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily call them like clean punches.
They don't have to be. Oftentimes.
No, I know.
Oftentimes.
Like one of them, he caught him with like his forearm.
That's what happens. There's a lot of fights where somebody gets knocked on their ass and the punch is dirty. It's awkward. It's weird. It doesn't even look like it hit right. Like on half the neck, half the jaw, but a guy goes down.
But that last one, when Nate went down, like
sucked
sleeping,
the life out of him.
That one right there was a clean hit.
It was scary. So anyway, now Jake Paul wants Conor McGregor.
Oh, come on.
Yes, he
Get
does.
out of here.
Yes,
No, he
does. Yes, he does. He confirmed that both sides are actively engaging in talks about a fight. Jake Paul is what he tweeted. He also said this in an interview.
Have you heard from Conor? Have you heard from Audiatar or anybody else that's around Conor McGregor? Because I know a lot of people want this thing to happen between you and Conor, Jake.
Yeah, my team is talking to his manager, but that's all I'll say. You know, no other fighter is with this big of a platform is calling out McGregor. So, my dogs have more followers than the guy he's fighting in January on Instagram. So the Jake Paul versus Conor McGregor fight is going to happen, and just a matter of when. And it's going to be legendary, and I'm going to win too. Like that's what I really want people to understand is, and I told my friends this. I was like, guys, this is going to happen, but not only that, like I'm going to dedicate my life to winning that fight, because I'm not just going in there just to say I did it. I'm going in there to Conor McGregor up.
Okay, pal. Sorry, Jake Paul. You're going to get your ass whooped.
It's boxing, though. Remember, it's boxing. It wouldn't be MMA. It's boxing.
Even still.
Yeah. Okay. So Lily Collins was on with Stephen Colbert the other night. Sorry, Jimmy Fallon the other night. And Lily Collins is the star of Emily in Paris. And I guess at some point, Netflix tweeted out to remind people that the pronunciation of the show is not Emily in Paris, it's Emily in Paris.
Oh, they didn't tell us that before, though.
No. So this is Lily Collins with Jimmy Fallon.
I wanted to get to the bottom of something because Netflix recently came out and said that we've been saying the title wrong the whole time. And they said apparently it's supposed to rhyme.
In Paris,
Emily in Paris? Is that correct?
Well, okay. So here's the thing. When we were shooting in Paris, we heard people referencing as that more often, right? Because we're in Paris and the accent. I was like, oh yeah, it rhymes. That's cute. Literally forgot about it, came back home. It was never like a big thing. And then I felt like I was one with every single other person in the world that found that out the same day. Because I was like, wait, have I been saying it wrong? We've all been saying Emily in Paris. And I was like, oh my God, I fell for it.
I'm Emily.
Yeah, so I'm Emily and I even was saying it wrong.
I'm
so
not saying
go
Paris.
figure. I feel like, I feel like that's actually something Emily herself would be like, well, I guess I was part of the joke.
But wouldn't it be Emily à Paris?
I mean, if you want to get technical.
Right? Like, isn't that, believe me, my French is god-awful.
No, but she's American.
Yes, I know, but I'm just saying that, like, if you're going to go French, wouldn't it be that?
No, but it's
Go all the
U.S.
way. It's too late.
It's
It's
the
too
U.S.
late.
versus like marrying the French, right? So it's got to be.
Here we go. Maury, actually, I can't right now with you, with the mind blown. I can't.
No, it's
You have
Emily in Paris because she's American.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, so then her name is Emily.
So it
And
would be
then
Emily
she's
in Paris.
In Paris.
No, she's in Paris.
Yeah,
No,
if
I
they
agree
wanted to
with
go
you.
full French, they would say Emily à Paris.
Yes, thank you. I don't know. It's too late, though. It's too late, right?
Yeah, I
you
agree.
can't. It's not going to.
It's Emily in Paris,
Thank
y'all.
you.
Mind blown.
Right? Yes. And I understand mind blown. And I understand what Netflix did, right? So the show came out. Everybody was watching. Everybody was loving it.
Yeah.
So the show had run its course. Okay. And then so it's like nobody's talking about it anymore. It's not trending anymore. We're not getting a ton of tweets anymore. How do we re-up the love for Emily in Paris? Well, we're just going to go ahead and tweet out, y'all been saying it wrong. It's actually Emily in Paris, not Emily in Paris. And next thing you know, Emily in Paris is trending all over again. Mind blown. Maury, out you go. I can't with you right now,
No,
man.
so season 2, or we have to say it differently now?
I can't with you right now.
What about for season 2?
I can't with you right now. I just said enough.
Mocha for
I
season 2.
can't with you. He can't.
Season 2.
I can't with both of you right now if you're going to do this to me. I have like very important business to take care of.
Okay, what's next?
I don't know.
Okay, so Emily in Paris season 2.
Stop it.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
You know when you're on a website and they sneaky and they put ads for things in like a off to the side, but it really looks like they're news stories to click on.
Yeah.
They get me every time.
Oh, really?
Every single time they get me because they make the headlines so like incredible.
What was the latest one?
So I'll read you the 4 that I'm staring at right now, and my mouse is hovering over them. Okay. So here's.
Don't click. Please don't click.
I'm not. I won't click.
Actually, you know what? You're on a work computer. You're fine.
Yeah.
Just do
Okay. Toronto singles, 3 online dating sites that actually work. Not that I'm interested, but I would like to know what they are. I have friends, right?
Who would like to know these secrets?
Yes. Retiring casino tycoon gifts back salary as free spins in Ontario.
Where?
Exactly.
I would like to go.
I would like to know that.
We're coming up on a weekend. Let's go
How
do
about
some
this
stuff.
one? Pour
Okay.
salt down your drain at night. Here's why. Okay.
Will it clear the drains?
I don't know. I can't click on it. If I click on it, I'm going to ruin my computer. My personal favorite, Brad Pitt's daughter is probably the prettiest girl who ever existed.
No, that one, I'd be wary of that one.
But I need to. But is she though?
Yo, click on the salt one.
No
please.
way.
Please.
Hell no.
I want to know what happens in the drain.
Hell no. No, I'm not doing that. Shawn Mendes, as you know, you just did the whole thing. New album tomorrow, and everybody's just pumped about it. He released sort of behind-the-scenes video on Twitter talking about his the next single, which is Call My Friends. Listen to this.
We wrote Call My Friends a while ago in Malibu, and I think that Call My Friends is one of the most exciting songs on the album because it has energy in it, because it was one of the first songs that we wrote for the album. And I was thinking, I just came off of a massive world tour, and I was thinking, what types of songs are gonna feel huge live? And that song had this insane bass line and lyrics that felt really, kind of relevant to how I was feeling being away from my friends at home and my family for 3 months while I was traveling the world, and kind of just being like, I think I need to call my friends and go get high.
Yes, dog. Oh, man. I'm real pumped for this album, though.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Last night was the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree special. Did you watch any of this?
No.
Do you care about any of this?
Did the tree look sad still?
Was it still sad looking more, or did they zhuzh it up?
Oh my God, did they ever zhuzh?
Did they? Yeah.
They had this huge Swarovski thing on the top. The lighting looked amazing, all the different colors.
If you remember when they brought the tree into Rockefeller Center from the farm they got in upstate New York, they unveiled it and they untied it and all the branches started to fall into place, but it was like really sparse.
Yeah,
like there wasn't
holes everywhere.
There wasn't a lot of tree to their tree, but it looked nice though. They did a good job.
It looked full.
Yeah, they went to Michael's and bought all those fake branches and just sort of zhuzhed it up. So this is Dolly Parton and Jimmy Fallon singing All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Was this live?
No.
No, okay.
This was pre-recorded because Jimmy Fallon was computerized, like CGI'd into the shot on a TV and then magically appears next to her.
Oh, wow.
Hologram, you mean?
Yeah, but then he magically disappeared again, like with a poof
It's a
of
hologram.
smoke.
Hologram?
No, I don't think it was a hologram.
Oh. Was it like a screen?
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you seen what they do on the Talk? You know that show, The Talk?
Yeah.
So Eve is one of the co-hosts on The Talk, right?
Yeah.
And she's leaving. She's leaving the show. They announced who the replacements are going to be. But on The Talk, Eve doesn't live in Los Angeles. Eve, I believe, is living in London.
Mm-hmm.
And so on The Talk, it's incredible what they did. So they're not sitting at a table. They don't sit at a table. All the hosts sit in individual chairs. Okay. So on the set, you have host 1, host 2, and host 3 sitting in chairs distanced. Mm-hmm. And then off to the side, you see Eve sitting in a chair with them.
Okay.
But what they've done is they've taken like a monitor, like a television monitor, and they've turned it on its end. And they put like a cool frame around it. And the way that they've dressed the set and the way that they built Eve's backdrop in her home in London, when she sits there, they've made it look like she's the exact size as everybody else. So when you actually watch the show, it looks like they're all sitting there together.
It looks normal.
It looks normal.
Wow.
Although she's on a television. But when you just look at it,
And
you
what,
don't...
the rest of them are there?
Yes,
Like,
but
what?
you don't notice it because she looks like they made her the same size.
Oh, when they do a wide shot, though, I saw this. When they do a wide shot, it's a TV on a chair.
Yeah, but no, it's not. No, it's a full giant. It fills up the set. It fills up the whole set. Like, it's perfect.
Yeah.
If you only notice the frame around her that she's actually on television, but other than that, it's like it's weird. She's there and they laugh and they talk and they all look at her like she's sitting there and she looks at them. It's really wild.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really incredible. But anyway, so Eve's leaving The Talk. LeBron James, 2-year deal, $85 million extension with the Lakers.
Bron. That's why Lakers and 4 is still trending. this morning.
$85 million. You
got to pay the king.
This season, he's going to make more than 39. Then next year, 41. And the year after that, $44 million. He will be 38 years old.
Oh, my God.
By the time it expires.
You know what? That NBA money for Bron,
yeah.
in comparison to everything else he makes,
yeah.
like NBA money alone is pennies.
Yes.
For what he pulls in
with
from
everything.
Nike, from Sprite, from wherever else.
Yes.
Pennies.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that incredible?
Like, that's play money for him, for LeBron.
Yes,
really.
Yes.
Right? I'm sure he uses all his excess funds. You know, he built that wonderful school and he does, charitable work and stuff like that. Like, I'm sure a lot of his money goes elsewhere.
Yeah, but this is the piss away money.
This really is.
Yeah.
It's the play money.
85 mil, 2 years.
Oh, man.
Jim Parsons revealed while promoting his new show, Call Me Kat, that he, years ago, auditioned for The Office before Big Bang Theory.
Oh, he did?
He didn't say what character, though.
Dwight.
You think so?
It would be Dwight.
Yeah, maybe it would be Dwight. And
but that's just me comparing his Big Bang personality and character to what I feel would be similar to Dwight.
He had said that at the time he didn't really get it. He said, I was like, how stupid. It's about an office. If America wanted their own office show, they would have already made it by now.
Oh, wow. But
so you say Dwight, huh?
Yeah, but
interesting.
At this point, why then tell the story if you're not going to tell the full story?
Yeah, I know. I don't
Right?
like when people do that either.
I was going to audition for The Office and I auditioned for the character of.
Yes. Agreed. Because it wouldn't be Jim, right? It wouldn't be Jim. What about Kelly's boyfriend?
Ryan.
But he was one of the writers on the show early on,
He was,
right?
yeah.
So I don't know.
And he directed a couple of the episodes,
Yeah,
too.
it could have been Ryan. Do you think it might have been Ryan?
What if he auditioned for Michael Scott?
No. Too young. Oh, no, maybe not. Because Jim Parsons, by the way, is 47.
No, he's not.
Yes, he
Are
is.
you serious?
Yes, he is.
Jim Parsons is 47 years old?
Yeah, he's 47.
Good for you, bro. You look good.
I know, right?
Damn.
Yeah. Anyway, so there you go with that. The Office could have had Jim Parsons in it, which would have been cool, but not. Are you ready for meat-based meat?
Sorry?
Okay, you know plant-based meat?
Yes.
Okay, so now we're talking
Don't I already
about...
have meat-based meat?
Well, no, you have meat.
Uh-huh.
You don't have meat-based meat. You don't have lab-grown meat.
Oh.
Because here's the deal, is that Singapore is officially cleared the way for the sale of cultured chicken. The product, which is real chicken made from animal cells and grown in a controlled environment. The first product that they're making is chicken nuggets. So animal cells are obtained via biopsies, and then a cell bank, and then they're cultured, and then it's in a lab, and then they are fed plant-based things, and then science and magic and all this other stuff happen, and then you have meat-based meat that doesn't actually come from a chicken. The meat...
Wait, so what are they growing?
They're growing chicken.
So it's a chicken?
Yes, but they're not growing a chicken. They're growing meat.
They're growing meat?
Yes. Yes.
So there's no chickens at all?
No, so the meat, which reportedly has the exact same nutrients as conventional meat.
Yeah.
So everything about it is chicken. It's just, it does not come from a live chicken. They've
But how
grown
do
it
they
from
make
cells.
From cells, but then how does it grow? Like in a...
They feed it in a lab, and then they put like...
What do you mean they feed it? It has a mouth.
No, it doesn't have a mouth.
So what are they feeding it?
There's different ways to feed things. You can feed things with a tube.
But it's not like a living...
You grow things, right? You grow things, and they're growing it.
I'd have to see a video.
I don't think you want to see the video. I would like to have one of the chicken nuggets. Because here's the problem, is that there's tens of billions of chickens that are killed each year. And we know this. Livestock accounts for 14.5 of the world's greenhouse gas emissions. That's about the same as the entire transportation industry.
Ooh.
So somebody's got to start getting things in check. And meat-based meat is going to be the future, whether you like it or not.
Maybe if I don't know that it's meat-based meat, and you just tell me that we're eating chicken nuggets,
Yes.
I think I'd be cool with it.
Right.
I think if I knew going in that I was eating meat-based meat, it would throw me off. And I would say that it tastes weird.
Yeah. So
even though it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't taste weird, but just
Yeah.
knowing that in my mind, I'd be like, yeah, this tastes super weird.
So anyway, it's a U.S. company that's manufacturing in Singapore, and Singapore has now cleared the way for the sale of it. So you can now buy.
So gross, huh?
Yeah, it grows. They grow it in like a dish. Entertainment Weekly put out their list of the best and worst television shows of 2020. But here's what I don't like about this list.
What?
They did the best 18 shows, but it's in no particular order. If you're going to do the best 18 shows, put them in order.
Yeah.
Decide on what your number one is.
And also, why 18?
I don't
Can
know.
you only find 18?
I don't know. Why on their worst list did they only put 3? So here are some of the shows from the top 18 best shows.
Okay.
Harley Quinn, Search Party on HBO Max, Jesus Mero on Showtime, Never Have I Ever on Netflix, What We Do in the Shadows, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, We Are Who We Are, that's with Kid Cudi and Chloe Sevigny, The Good Fight on CBS All Access, Better Things on FX, I May Destroy You on HBO, The Plot Against America on HBO, The Crown on Netflix.
Nothing really on like regular network television.
0 on network television.
Oh, 0?
Yeah.
Wow.
The Vow, that docuseries about the Nexium cult that I kept talking about. The Midnight Gospel on Netflix. Ted Lasso, that's the Jason Sudeikis show on Apple TV Plus.
Wow.
And Better Call Saul is the sort of most conventional cable show
AMC.
on the list. Yeah. As far as the worst shows, according to Entertainment Weekly, they have number 1, anything that was filmed, anything from Quibi.
Oh my God. Okay.
So all of it, all of Quibi's entire programming space.
Yeah.
Space Force on Netflix.
Oh, with Steve Carell.
With the Steve Carell show.
And they're getting a season 2.
Yeah. And Westworld on HBO.
I thought people freaked out.
No, people freaked out over
Westworld.
season 1.
Oh,
I have
right.
I've never witnessed in all my years covering television shows.
Yeah.
I've never seen a show that people were more obsessed about this show die after one season.
Really?
Yeah, I've never witnessed anything like it.
And they're not doing another season, right?
I don't know if they are or not, but also they have guilty pleasures on the bad TV list, but still shows that they love, which is Double Shot at Love and Emily in Paris.
Wait, Double Shot at Love?
Yeah.
The Vinny and Pauly D show?
Yeah.
On MTV? I've been telling you guys about that show. Come on, man. I've been telling you guys about that show.
Yeah, no, but it's on the list of the worst, okay? But
I thought you said the best.
No, the worst, but it's not on the list of the worst because they do say it is a guilty pleasure. So feel free to enjoy Double Shot at Love and Emily in Paris, although neither of them are good television
Forget
shows.
everything I just said.
Okay.
Roz and Mocha Q&A.
Hey, Chantel. Is it Chantel or Shintel?
Oh.
Chantel.
All right.
Hello.
Welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast. How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. I know you're a big fan of the show. I saw that you posted that your Spotify podcast listening pattern that you spent over 17 hours listening to the Roz and Mocha Show.
Right. Isn't that crazy? I just love you guys. You guys are so awesome.
Well, we love you right back, and thank you very much.
Where are you? Where do you live?
I live in Vancouver, BC.
Oh, fantastic. There we go.
Yeah.
Shout out to
I
Van
heard
City.
you guys. Exactly. I heard you guys on the Kiss over here at 6 p.m. one day, and I'm like, who are these guys? I've never heard them. And then I found your podcast, and ever since I've been addicted.
Now, when you said, who are these guys, in your mind, was it who are these guys? They sound super sexy? Or who are these guys? They're so funny, and it's the kind of stuff that they're talking about is what I'm into.
A little bit of both.
Now, in your mind, when you first heard us, right, do you know what we look like?
Now I do. Yes.
Now you do. Okay, so in your mind, when you first heard us, what did you think? What was the description you had in your mind, the visual?
I was taken back because I wasn't too sure what you guys looked like. I thought you guys were just just a typical white dudes or something. And then I saw you, Mocha, and I'm like, wait, what? He's brown? Because I'm brown. And I'm like, oh, my God. And then I saw Roz, and I'm like...
You're like, yeah, typical white guy?
Maybe.
You didn't even let the girl finish.
No, because...
You didn't even let the girl finish.
I've seen you on EP, and I'm like, wait, what? This is Roz, like the Roz that I watch on TV, and then I was like completely blown away.
Yeah, I get the feeling that when our show shows up in different cities, it's like the aliens have landed.
Yeah.
It's like people don't know what the hell to do with it.
A white guy, a brown guy, equally the same height.
Yeah. Oh, okay, here we go.
No, not really. No.
No,
Okay.
thank you. What is your for God's sake, what is your question?
My question is, what is the most appreciated gift you have received? I have no idea what to get my fiance this year for Christmas. And every time I ask him what's on his list, he's like, I don't want anything. I'm okay. And I'm like, well then, I don't know what to get you.
That's a tough one. I understand what it is because I'm very difficult to buy for too.
Yeah.
Catherine always says that I'm very difficult, so I have to be very specific in things that I want. I'm appreciate what do I appreciate? I appreciate anything. Like I'm just so past the point in my life of where I would ever be like disappointed in something that somebody got me. The only thing that I'm ever disappointed in is when somebody gets me something where there's not a lot of thought behind it.
Sure.
And I'm only receiving it because they felt like they had to. That's when I feel weird, right? Like that's when I feel weird about something. But if somebody puts even 1 second of thought into anything and they give it to me, like I'm so appreciative of everything. Like I don't know if I have even a list of things that I want or what I think are the perfect gifts or like any of that stuff. I don't know. Like Catherine got me, put it this way, for my birthday, right? Catherine got me one of those, like, those foot massagers that you just that you plug into the wall and you stick your feet in it and they go into like little booties.
The Dr. Ho?
No, it's like this big round, looks like a mini spaceship, and you put your feet in it and then it like squeezes them and it has rollers on the bottom of it.
And
so Catherine got this. I've never really expressed that much sort of love for foot massages. I like being tickled, right? But I've never expressed this kind of love for everything else, but she got it. And now it permanently lives in the living room. Roxy gets home from school every single day.
Yeah.
She goes over to it, sticks her feet in it, and turns it on for 15 minutes while she does. Yeah, it's like we call it the spa. We're like, oh my God, Roxy's in the spa. The other night, I turned it around and I was lying on the couch. Like we have a chaise part of our couch.
Yeah.
I was lying on the couch on my back with my legs, because I'm so tall, hanging off the couch, fully lying down with my legs hanging off the end of my couch, and I slipped it into the foot massager and just hit go. And so I was lying there on the couch. So is this anything that I would have asked for? Hell no, not in a million years. But is Catherine the type of person where she realizes this is actually kind of cool and we might get a kick out of it?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And so we all use it, right? Like I much prefer when somebody gives me something that we can all just sort of either have fun with or enjoy, whether it's a game or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't need something specifically for me. So I'm a big fan of like, why don't we do this thing together? Or here's a thing that we can have fun with together.
Like, Chantel, has your fiance mentioned? Oh, sorry, did you say boyfriend or fiance?
Fiance.
Okay, so has he mentioned like anything throughout the year that you could think back to where he was like really passionate about wanting something specific?
Well, not really, because he's like pretty appreciative of everything that I kind of give him.
Yeah.
He's more about like spending time together. I mean, he did mention the latest PS5, but come on now. Like,
good luck.
No.
Damnit Maurie has a really checkered history of gifts that he's tried to give to his husband, Damnit Matthew. Maurie, what are your thoughts on the perfect gift? Because you've thought things were the perfect gift before.
I almost screwed up for Christmas and our anniversary this year.
Right.
Because the 4th anniversary is fruits and flowers.
Okay.
And we love New York and can't go this year. So I found this street artist that does crocheted flowers in fences.
Right.
And I was going to buy this massive, like 5 foot by 5 foot peace sign of a crocheted flower, thinking,
wow, it's a blanket.
He would, but that he would be like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever. And then I was like, maybe I should give him the heads up. And he said, thank God you told me. I would have never have wanted that, and there's no way I want a massive crocheted peace sign on my wall.
Yes, like it's not a blanket. Like it's the actual peace sign that's crocheted. It's not like it's a blanket with a peace sign crocheted on it. It's only the peace sign. So you hang it on the wall like art.
You can see wall through it.
Yeah, you can see wall through it. Like it's just the peace sign.
Boring.
Right? And so that Maury almost got that for Matthew this year.
How much were you almost going to spend?
Like $300, which is a good price for crochet, I assume.
$300 US.
To be honest with you,
Oh
more,
my
I
God.
don't know what the market is for crochet peace signs. I don't know if that's a deal. I don't know if that's a deal or not, to be honest with you.
So like then he started hinting at things. He's like, just get me like a nice candle or some bath things or whatever. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay. I always try and think outside the box and go big or go home.
Right.
But he just wants a candle or something. That's fine.
Why don't you make him a candle? I mean, they're very difficult, but why don't you is there anything that you can make?
Because
Like, can
if,
you do?
if he hinted that he wanted a Joe Malone candle and then I go and make him a candle.
Right, fair enough. Fair enough. That's like your mom. We got McDonald's right at home.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or what about something that he, I don't know, like, does he have like a favorite sneaker or does he have a favorite?
He does love his Nikes. He's all about his sneakers and his Jordans and whatnot. So I was kind of like looking at things.
Have you thought about a coupon book?
Ooh,
Like to make the coupons. Like one coupon is like a sexy night.
I did that for anniversary.
Oh, you mean like the personalized coupons?
Yeah, like you tear one and like breakfast in bed. Or...
Didn't you give me that one year?
Yeah, and you've never used any of the coupons.
No, it was weird.
Yeah, he hasn't used any either.
Yeah, no, it's because I'm not your lover.
Well then.
So you already tried to do the coupon book thing, huh?
Yeah, I did that for anniversary a
And
couple of months ago.
What were on some of the coupons?
Super intimate things.
Oh. And did he ever use them or he didn't use them?
Not yet, no.
Oh,
So
scandal.
I'm waiting for him to get on that because he's
Oh.
he gets all shy about it.
I
and
would feel
whatnot.
so, honestly, dude, I would feel so weird. Like if Catherine gave me a coupon book
Yeah.
and like one of the coupon books was, let me hear, look at me. You look at me right now?
Yeah.
And like one of the coupon books was this. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. If I came home from I had a real hard day.
Yeah.
Right. And I was just like, I had my ass beat and I'm tired and everything else. And if I thought that would make me feel better, I could not even imagine walking over to like the drawer and rummaging through the coupons to find out coupon and then
I'd
just
be like, here?
and just like handing it to her. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if
You don't know. She could be
I don't know if
having
I
like
could
a
do
bad
that.
day too, right?
Yeah.
You don't know what's going through her mind.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm here to redeem.
Yeah.
You know?
And what's she gonna say? You
Yeah.
can't say no. She gave it to you as a gift.
I know. And then if she does say no, like how hard do you push? But
Yeah.
you made the coupon.
Is this not to be redeemed?
Yeah. Like
There's no end date on it.
I don't know about those coupon books, man. I don't know if I could ever use one either. I think that I would feel too
Well, maybe
silly.
you need like a clause on the back of it where it's like, check with me first.
But then what's the point of the coupon?
Like there's conditions like no Fridays and Mondays.
Well, I don't want that coupon then.
There's
On a
no
Wednesday.
date on it.
Because I only want that on a Friday or a Monday.
All right. I don't know if that helped at all, Chantel.
I mean, kind of, sort of. It gives me
Yeah.
some ideas, I guess. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, as long as like things are good between him and I, and like,
Oh, how about this? I have an idea. On his laptop, right, or his phone, or like I don't know if he has an iPad or whatever. Can you go through and see what he searched for, like on Amazon?
so smart. Yes, because he's always
Never
like,
check your
just
partner's
browsing.
work,
Are
like
you
your
guys
history.
insane?
What?
What
Are
are
you
you talking
insane?
What?
You don't tell somebody to go on their partner's computer to check their search history.
No,
You
like
sound
I
like
said,
Maury right
I'm
now.
not saying total search history. I'm saying Amazon search history.
Yeah, but in order to find the Amazon, you have to go to the history.
No, because what if he's on Amazon looking for gifts for her?
Oh yeah, true.
Ooh, now you give me two different ideas. Oh,
Right?
no.
And honestly, sometimes I wind up on Amazon just from clicking a link from somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then I go down a wormhole. Like if Catherine went on my Amazon to see what I had looked at yesterday, I would get a bag of 250 2-foot-long zip ties for Christmas. Okay? Which I don't need that.
So why were you looking it
Because
up?
I needed to know what the actual sizes were. Because I need one zip tie,
okay,
right?
okay.
So that no, don't do that. Don't do that. You're gonna get some weird stuff, man. You are gonna get some weird stuff. And every now and then during the show, I look for stuff here. Like if I look for men's panties and stuff like that to talk about, like that's no, man.
To talk about, sure. Well, there you go, Chantel. Thank you so much.
Like or
No, thank you guys.
yeah, I think one time I looked for a specific shirt to eat fried chicken in, right?
Oh
just to
my
see if it existed.
Like with a bib?
Yeah, something, anything.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Much love to you out there in Vancouver.
Yes, you too. Thanks, guys.
Have
Love
a good
ya.
day. Bye-bye.
Right
Mocha telling people to go to the search history. My heart sank.
I know. Maury was like, what?
What would pop up in your search history right now on your phone?
In Amazon or on your phone?
Oh,
No, just on his phone.
On Amazon, see, here's the thing. On Amazon, I was looking for flowery underwear to buy Matthew. If he found that in the search history, he'd wonder why I was looking up flowery underwear.
Well, then he would get them for you.
And I don't want flowery
Right.
underwear.
But what's in like your Google history right now?
Well, that's not what you were asking. You were asking Amazon.
No,
Like, you
I
weren't
said no. I
asking
asked.
me.
We're changing the subject.
Yeah. Oh.
No, but what is in your Google history? Like, what would be some of the things?
There's a TikTok model, and I was looking up shirtless pictures of him to see if they existed.
Oh, okay. So honest.
Makes sense. Matthew here says, "What childhood movie traumatized you the most?"
We talked about this recently.
Now, when it says a childhood movie, we're not talking just Halloween, like any childhood movie.
Yeah, anything at all.
Okay, here's my question, though.
Sure.
Here's my question, because I'm confused about the way that the question was asked, so I need clarification on it. Read the question again.
What childhood movie traumatized you the most?
Okay, so what childhood movie to me is different than what movie did you see as a child?
No, see, to me,
because a
I-
childhood
yeah.
movie is specifically a movie designed for children.
See, I read it as your childhood and a movie you watched in your childhood that traumatized you.
But see, when I say what childhood movie, that to me says it's a movie designed for childhood, like it is a movie designed for kids, although it may have been traumatic.
No, I think what this person means is what movie did you watch like as a kid that totally traumatized
It's
you?
one of the it's one of the worst. It's one of the worst things my mother ever did to me.
Which was
one of the worst things my mother ever did. I was at my cousin's house. I was 7.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Are we
7.
answering this as movies we saw as a child?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I was 7. My brother was 10, and my cousin was 6. And we were at my cousin's place, and they were going to go out. They had to go out for a little while. Keep in mind, it's like 1980. You leave children alone in the house as long as they're in the basement, right? And they left us alone while they went out with a VHS copy of Friday the 13th.
Oh, oh yeah, you did talk about this recently.
Yeah, they left
Scary as
their
hell.
3 children alone in the basement and said, "Here, watch this while we go and do our thing." And I remember just not even knowing what was happening. I was so horrified. And then at the end of the movie, when Jason comes up out of the water, when the girl's on the boat and she thinks that she's beat his mom and everything else, because you remember the first Friday the 13th, that Jason wasn't the one doing the killings.
Yeah.
It was his mom doing the killings.
Spoiler alert.
Right? So it's from 1980, man. It's 40 years old. Okay? Jesus Christ. What's the rule on spoiler alert if I can't talk about the end of Friday the 13th? Okay, so it was his mom, and at the end of the movie, the girl, the young co-ed, who survived, is out in the middle of Crystal Lake on a boat, and the sun is coming up, and it's daytime, and she's survived. And at the very end, Jason comes up out of the water, but only he doesn't look like Jason with the mask on. He looks like a drowned boy.
Yeah.
And he comes up out of the water and grabs her, and that's how the movie ends. And my brother, my cousin, and myself, we ran out of the basement and went through the front door and sat on the grass on the front lawn until our parents got home because we couldn't go back in the house. And that moment to me, when that thing came up out of the water, everything else, it was one of the most traumatizing things that I'd ever gone through as a kid. And I've never forgotten it. I have never forgotten that feeling of being in a dark basement and running up the stairs because I literally thought I was going to die.
Wow. Damn Maurie.
Okay, I just Googled this because I couldn't remember the name of the movie.
Yeah.
But I will never forget this scene when I watched this as a kid. No joke.
Okay.
The movie is called The Dog That Saved the War. Okay?
Okay.
Now, it's
Wow.
these kids that built a snow fort, okay? Massive snow fort. And the thing that traumatized me, and I honestly will never forget this, the dog dies in the snow castle because the whole thing collapsed on the dog.
Spoiler alert. Also sad.
No, it was incredibly sad. And I remember my dad thought this would be a great movie for me. And I was so hurt by this movie and bawling my eyes out. I could not believe that they were rummaging through the snow trying to find this dog, and then they found the dog and it was like frozen stiff. I'm like, what are you showing me?
Aw.
It was the saddest movie ever.
There was another movie that I saw. First of all, I had another cousin. I had awful cousins now that I think about it. I had another cousin. There used to be these movies that you could buy at flea markets on VHS called Faces of Death.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah, right. And it was videos of people actually dying.
Oh, I remember this.
Yes. And I was about, I don't know, probably about 8, maybe about 7 or 8. And my cousin brought one over to my grandmother's house because she had a VHS machine. And he put it on and we sat there and watched it. He made me watch it. And
I thought, from what I remember, I only watched one of those videos.
yeah.
From what I remember, wasn't it like news footage or maybe I'm
It was
thinking
everything.
of
It was
something
like
It was
else?
everything. It was
a mix
montages.
of like,
it was everything.
Like electric
yeah.
chairs is
like
the one I saw.
yeah.
Just like footage that they had
a
around.
guy got eaten by a bear in one of them.
But it was
I
low
think.
quality.
Oh, super low quality. Yeah. So there was that. There was another movie that I remember somebody showed me when I was real young called "I Spit on Your Grave," which they remade years
You
later.
watched weird things,
dude. I'm telling you, man. This explains so much. And there was a scene in "I Spit on Your Grave," from what I remember, where like there was a girl and a guy in the bathtub, and then maybe she was in there with him, but she was trying to get revenge on him for this terrible stuff that he had done to her. And I think that they're in the bathtub, and I think she cuts his wiener off in the bathtub.
Oh my God.
And then gets up and like walks away, and he just bleeds out while he's like, that movie came out in '78, so I must have been about 6 when I watched it.
I remember I went to my friend Ryan's place once when we were like 11.
Yeah.
And he put on like an adult film from his like parents' bedroom or whatever. And I remember being like completely scarred from what I saw.
He's like extremely uncomfortable even just telling that part of the story.
I just remember like I had to leave the
when
room.
When I was sitting on the carpet at my grandmother's house with my cousin watching a man get eaten by a bear, I would have prayed for porno. You know what I mean?
You know what? I remember I was angry. I
You
was
were angry?
I looked at Ryan. I'm like, why are you? I'm like,
Why are you
how
doing this to
dare
me?
you?
Yeah, like this
How
hurts.
dare you?
Yeah.
And what did Ryan say?
He's like, dude,
No,
this is what
so-
we're going to be doing when we're adults. I'm like, not me.
So were you offended because you knew that kids weren't allowed to watch that? Were you offended because you were gay? Were you offended because you thought that it was inappropriate? Like, why were you so?
I didn't care about the inappropriate or like you shouldn't be going to your parents' bed. I just remember watching this going, I would never ever do that.
Oh, you thought it was gross.
I was just disgusted. Like I watched somebody's heart being ripped out of their
Right.
chest.
Excuse me? But it
I'm
wasn't
just comparing. No, I was comparing.
Oh, right.
Ah.
Man. Okay.
I think Exorcist messed me up for a little bit.
Yeah.
Poltergeist messed me up for a little bit.
Oh yeah, Poltergeist, good one.
And Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 messed me up a
Part
little
2?
bit. Yeah.
Not Part 1?
No, you know why?
Why?
Because I watched Part 2 with my cousins, and that was the first Elm Street I had ever watched. And then I
Yeah.
went back and watched Part 1.
You can bleep this, right?
Uh-huh.
I think we should call this episode of the podcast Cousins.
Oh,
Because,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
completely.
They're the ones that mess you up when you're a kid.
That's so true.
They're the ones that mess you up.
Dallas says here, if you could only have one piece of furniture in your house, what would it be?
Like one piece of furniture?
Uh-huh.
Is a bed included?
Well,
Furniture, because my answer is going to be bed.
Oh, mine's not.
Oh, mine was going to be couch.
Couch.
Really?
Big, thick, deep couch.
Because honestly, I love sleeping on the couch.
Yep, so do I.
No, but I love bed because
Nah.
there's more room and I can get everybody in there.
Yeah, but once you wake up and you leave
Like
the
my
bed,
family, I don't mean like
then how you watching TV?
not like you.
Well, you never know. It would have to be that way. Yeah, no, I would be more than happy with.
But that
just
means that's
a-
where you guys
with
are going to
just a
have
big,
to like
comfy couch.
eat. That's when you guys are going to
I
have
eat there
to.
anyway.
That's where I do
Oh, yeah,
everything.
true.
That's where
I eat there
I don't
anyway.
eat on the couch.
I am in the bed for 5 hours a day. On a weekend, I'm on the couch for 10.
Absolutely. I'm on the couch a lot more than I am in the bed.
Yeah.
But when you think about, or when I think about comfort level, if I had to live this way for the rest of my life, it would be a bed.
Yeah, but then no, but you do more with a couch. Friends
I
come
fully
over,
agree.
you watch
Yeah.
TV. You need a couch more than you need a bed.
Yeah, I agree. I am. If I could pick the couch,
Yeah.
definitely a couch. 100%.
Not a leather one though.
No, not leather. Definitely a couch though, like a big, thick, deep, like 44-inch seat depth, like really nice and deep. Yeah, no, 100% a couch. Because I was I'm so in love with the couch anyway. Like if I was on the couch and Catherine looked at me and it was late and she's like, do you want to just sleep here tonight with me? I'd be like 100% yes. I would never say, nah, baby, let's go to bed. Never. I would
Really?
always say yes.
Oh, I love my bed
The
so much.
air around the couch is nicer.
It's
than the air
so
around
the
bed.
blankets and the pillows and it's just so like.
Do you ever want to complain to the people who make throws and say, why don't you make them longer?
Who, me?
Like,
No.
there are no couch throws that cover all of you.
Oh, so just buy a bigger blanket. We buy the same, I don't even know what company it is, but we have the same couch blanket in like 7 different colors. Roxy has 2 on her bed downstairs. We have like 3 on the couch upstairs. And they're the
Really?
softest things in the world. They're the best blankets in the world. And anytime Catherine sees them, she just keeps buying them.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, I
it's the
need that.
best couch blanket ever.
Because if you want to cover yourself, you want to pull the blanket all the way up to under your chin,
yeah.
your feet are exposed.
Oh, wow. You got tiny little blankets. That's
I was going to say, we
that's
have blankets at home that are like, there's more than enough room
Yeah.
when you pull them up to your neck.
No. And I have to thank Mocha for talking about the weighted blanket. I got one.
You did?
My God, that's cool.
Is
I
it?
never thought I'd care. I never why would I want weight on me? I don't want to feel like a body on me.
Yeah.
And then I
Okay.
and then I did this and I'm getting better sleeps.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you put it over your face?
No, like I just
Oh.
like it's on top of my this area.
Does
like
it
where my
feel like
body
you're at the
is.
dentist?
No, I never even put 2 and 2 together,
Yeah,
but I know what you
somebody
mean, like
else
the
said,
X-ray blanket. Yeah.
Like those blankets that they
Or like
put
when
on
you
your
go
chest,
get an
right?
X-ray. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't get enough X-rays to really compare the two.
No. Okay. Yeah.
What does
no.
Matthew think of it?
He loves it too.
Yeah, right?
Really? Now, can you cuddle under it? Like, if you want to go and crawl on top of them, do you have to like fight your way? Like, it feels like somebody's forcing you down.
A little bit. Like you kind of have to put extra effort into rolling over.
See, I couldn't do that.
Wow. That's
Can
because
you
you're not swole.
Can you other stuff under it?
Yes.
You can,
but that seems too much
you imagine?
work.
No, but
That's
your
like-
hips would hurt.
That's like guys.
Listen to Maury. Can you imagine? I'm telling you right now, definitively, yes,
But
you
isn't
can.
that like when you see those maniacs jogging with a weight vest on? Like, isn't it just extra work?
Yeah, your hips will hurt.
Who wants that much extra work?
But then you just flick the blanket off.
Oh, yeah, I guess you could. But then I get chilly.
Oh, God. Okay. DII33
Nice.
says this. Is it just me or does Maury look like, and I'm going to say the name. I didn't even bother Googling it because I'm going to have to Google it because I have no idea who this is.
Oh, this is one of my favorite movies.
Does Maury look like Bobcat
Goldthwait
from Scrooged? Who's Bobcat?
Did you watch Scrooge?
Goldthwait.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so-
watched Scrooge once.
Okay, Bobcat Goldthwait was a comedian, and you will know him from. God, what did Bob? Does Maury look like Bobcat in?
Okay, well, first of all, Scrooge. He's the guy in Scrooge that gets fired for saying that the movie trailer was too violent, and then he kind of is like.
Oh,
homeless
this
for a little
guy.
bit.
Yeah, he's got a weird voice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of talks like this.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah,
that
yeah,
guy,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah. He was in one of the Police Academy movies.
Was
in
he?
the 80s. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I know this guy. Does Damnit Maurie look like him? I'm going to say no. Absolutely
I look
not.
More like Rick Moranis.
Yes.
Exactly like Rick Moranis, to be honest. No, I don't think that you look like this guy at all.
No, I agree. Yeah, I agree. No, I don't think you look like Bobcat Goldthwait.
All right, case closed.
Mel says here, do your significant others fart or burp in front of you? If so, do you guys find it gross and a turnoff? My husband thinks women shouldn't be doing this in public. Must be done when no one is around. So I get hell when nature decides to make an appearance while he's in the room. First of all, Mel, your husband is a friggin' jerk for
Yeah.
thinking that way. Come on now.
Yeah. Jeez. I don't think that anybody should be chastised for it.
No, and it's not a turnoff, Mel.
I fart around Matthew all the time.
But you
you
there's a
fart
difference,
around
though.
here all the
But you're
time.
both boys, though. I think it's different.
No, but we're gay boys.
Yeah.
We're young gay boys.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, I don't know. I think that growing up, you grow up differently when it comes to farts when you're a boy or a girl, for the most part. I mean, right now in my house, they're hysterical. All of that stuff is hysterical. And
I
I'm
can't
sure
picture
that
Catherine farting. She's
no,
way too
Catherine.
pretty.
No, Catherine doesn't. Like, she rarely, and like it's never. She burps. Like, oh my God, Catherine burps.
Yeah?
But like farting, it's never. She doesn't take part. Like, that's mine and Roxy's world, right? It's like,
is she fine with that world?
Is she fine with that world? She has no choice.
If it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
She has no choice. But who's going to spend that kind of energy talking about farts at home? We have so many other more important things to discuss and so much more life to live that we don't spend 1 second discussing whether something like a fart is appropriate or
I
not.
think that if you fart around your family and you can laugh about it, you grow up to be a better person.
Yeah, I agree. Now, don't get me wrong. I think that when you are a young couple and you're just starting out,
Thank you.
I think that when you're living with somebody for the very first time, I think for the first year, you should always live in the house as if company's over.
So don't fart in front of each other.
No bathroom door open.
See, I kind of
no fart. No, I think you have to ease into it. I don't think you can go out of the gate with bathroom door open, pooing in front of each other.
But then the problem is, when do you start doing that?
It just know what happens. It's a natural evolution. It's a natural evolution. I think
like
that
when Matthew's in the bathroom, the door's open, and the little dog and I, like, we all congregate in there and have discussions.
But you guys have lived together for a long time, though.
Yeah, but to me, it's just like it's like whatever.
I think that the problem when people first get together and they first live together, one of the big adjustments is that you don't feel that you have privacy. And privacy, when you decide to live with somebody, is a very difficult thing to ask for when you first move in with someone. Because if you wanted privacy, why did you want to live with me? They take it personally. They take it like they don't want you around. But I think personal space and privacy for the first little while when you just move in with somebody, I think is really important. I really do. I think that it's good to have that, and it's good to give that. It's good to give somebody that space when you're living together.
You're not wrong. And then when the first fart kind of slips out, then you kind of laugh about it, going ooh, and then it becomes a jokey big thing.
Yes, you can look at your partner, and you've been living together for a little while, and you just look at them and go, okay, right now you have two choices. Okay, you can leave the room. I'm not kicking you out, but you can voluntarily get up and walk out of this room, or you can hear me fart for the first time. Because I'm tired of getting up and walking downstairs.
Yeah.
So
and waiting.
So now the choice is yours.
But the problem is when you leave the room, it doesn't matter because the fart stays in your jeans for a while. So
Yeah,
even
of
if you
course it
leave the
does.
room, fart, and come back, then it
Of course it
escapes.
does. So like when I first started farting in front of Catherine, right? Farting in front of Catherine was no big deal. Farting in the bed was sort of next level. Right?
Oh, yeah.
So farting in the bed. And what I used to do was if we were lying there together in the bed under the covers, I would take the blankets, and we had this discussion on which was actually worse. So I would take the blankets and just slide the blankets off my butt cheeks and fart out into the room. Okay? And then we had the discussion of what is worse? Is it worse to gas the room, or is it worse to fart under the blankets where you could trap it?
No, but you're not trapping it because then when you roll over, it escapes the trap.
Well, no, but you have to make a commitment to not move for the next 10 minutes or so.
Totally.
But if you
Which
do
is, I've done that.
But if you do it in the
Yes.
room, there's a good chance that it may not move to her side.
Right. No, true. I'm just saying. I don't
still,
know.
it's
But I used
risky.
to
That's a risky move.
It's a risky move. I used to hang my butt outside of the blankets. And put my cheeks
usually,
off the bed.
If I
and
have
let it
to,
rip.
like, and we're in the bed, if I have
Yeah.
to, I just do it and I apologize.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, babe, I'm so sorry, but
Why don't you just pretend to be sleeping?
Why don't you just lie? Maury's first instincts for everything.
Because if you
Why
fart
don't
in
you
bed,
just lie? Why don't
like-
you just lie?
Just pretend like you were just be like,
no, but like,
you know, pretend
what
you're
if we're laying in
sleeping.
bed and we're talking or whatever, right?
Yeah.
What, am I just gonna be like, pretend to fall asleep right there?
Yes. Yes. That's what Maury does.
At Kiss925 is where you'll find
Oh, hang
Ask
on, I'm not
Roz
done with
Mocha.
this yet.
No, we have to be done. We have so much other stuff.
I
we
know, but
to
have you
do.
ever done a body fart?
What is a body
Where
fart?
if you're lying with the person and
No,
your skin
no is
does
the
that
answer.
sound?
No is the answer. No is the answer.
At Kiss925, ask your question.
No is the answer.
And you will get answers.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.